We're live, guys. We're live, guys. Like the vid, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe. Smash the like button, guys. Smash that like button, guys. Smash the like button, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid, guys. So, guys, we're gonna be talking about Wesley Fofana. We're gonna be talking about PM Aubameyang. We're also gonna be talking about Wilfred Zaha also too because there's a potential link into Chelsea Football Club. Also, we're going to be talking about the weekend Premier League matches, and we look forward to the weekend. This upcoming weekend match is the week 2 of the EPL. We'll talk about Liverpool, Crystal Palace. We'll talk about Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, and just do some round up of the matches there. Guys, like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button. Mod, send in super chats, support your guys, and support us, guys. Support us. Smash the like button. Support us, guys. Support us. Send in super chat to support us, guys. Support your boy, guys. Like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Smash that like button, guys. My people, smash that. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Yo, my people, how on day now? You guys are fine. Like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button, my people. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about PM Aubameyang. According to Fabrizio, like I'm gonna play that Fabrizio report about Aubameyang. I think guys we're getting there. Gerard Romano just said that we already tabled the 27 million bid already for Aubameyang. I think guys it might happen because tomorrow we'll discuss the personal terms with Aubameyang in terms of that aspect and see if we can agree personal terms with him, and that's fine because I've wanted Aubameyang in the club for a long time. Someone that is proven in Premier League can score all those goals. It's needed in Chelsea. It's real needed in Chelsea. We will talk Wesley Fofana too because according to Ben Jacob, he said Leicester City are ready to sell Wesley Fofana. That is, there have been a compromise and they have been so close to what they want. And according to the report, we have already tabled a 77 million offer, close plus add-ons to Wesley Fofana, and he will sign a 7-year deal. So Wesley Fofana will sign a 7-year deal, close to what Leicester City want. I think they are ready to sell in terms of that aspect. And also, finally, Aubameyang will surely join Chelsea. I'm happy because we needed someone that can score all those goals. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will score those goals for me. I'm happy. I'm also going to talk about Casadei, the youth Inter Milan player is signing. So we're already getting the youth Chukwuemeka, Austin. Now we're getting Casadei, and we're looking to get in a Brazilian player to Endrock, whatever his name is. It's getting there also too. We're also going to talk about Wilfred Zaha too, because I'm seeing some news about Zaha in terms of because Crystal Palace are looking to get Ismail Assar to Palace. So we are looking to get Wilfred Zaha. If we can get a striker in and a defender, then we'll look to get a midfielder, a winger, that will also help us in terms of the transition, and that will play. Wilfred Zaha is what the club are looking into getting. And if you can get Zaha, that's better for me because Zaha will give us exactly what you need in terms of beating the position 1v1, which is key. So we're also going to talk. I've been seeing some reports. I didn't put it on the tier, but I will just talk about it. Casemiro to United is going to happen. I don't think it will happen, but we'll have a discussion about it. In terms of United to get sold and everything, we're also going to talk about it too. Like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button. Vilton, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. So let's talk about him. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. According to Fabrizio Romano and Gerard, I don't know how if you trust Gerard Moreno, Gerard Romero, whatever his name is, but he said we already tabled the 27 million bid for Aubameyang. It looked like we're already getting Aubameyang. And Fabrizio has already tweeted that personal terms will be agreed tomorrow with Aubameyang camp and himself. Then I think everything will be surely be official between tomorrow and Friday. I'm not sure if it's gonna be with the squad on Sunday because we play on Sunday against Leeds United. So I'm sure before the season, before the transfer finish, Aubameyang will be a Chelsea player. So your take about Aubameyang?
Oh, Aubameyang. I think it'd be a very good signing for Chelsea, especially because you guys need a striker. You can't just go into the season with just Borja as your striker. And I think it's going to be good too for Kai Havertz
Yeah,
because I don't think he's a striker, but what we've seen since Lukaku didn't work out too well, like you guys been playing him as a striker, as a center
yeah,
forward, and he's not used to that. Kai Havertz, I play career mode. On career mode, he's in a he's a cam for me. He's a central attacking midfielder, which is what he is. He plays behind a striker,
mm-hmm.
and the fact that he has a lot of pressure on himself to perform too for Chelsea because everybody's looking at him to score goals. People think he's a striker, but he's just not. And they Chelsea are trying to convert him into a striker. And what we've seen, I mean, he knows how to score goals, but he just been very out of form. I don't know what's been happening. I don't know if it just concentration, but he just hasn't been in form. And if Chelsea were to get Aubameyang, to be fair to Aubameyang, he was a very good striker for Arsenal, for Dortmund. But at Barca, his form kind of dipped a little bit. He been missing some easy chances that you expect him to score. But it's better than what Chelsea have. I mean, Borja, come on, man. Like, it's better to get Aubameyang now. If the deal goes through, I think it's going to be good for Chelsea. And
Yeah.
like I said, Chelsea can just go into the season relying on Sterling for goals, man, and Kai Havertz to score goals. Because look at the Premier League, right? The last two games, no forward player has scored a goal for Chelsea at all. The first game, Jorginho, right, scored a
Mm-hmm.
penalty. And this game, it was Reece James and Koulibaly that scored goals. None of your attackers are scoring any goals. And when you look at all the other teams, everybody's scoring goals, all the attackers scoring goals. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Tottenham, like all their attackers are scoring goals. So that's why it's good for Chelsea to get this guy, man, Aubameyang.
Because the fear people are having that because he had a bad stint in Arsenal, so he wasn't able to have that opportunity to score those goals. But I believe Ateta has a problem in terms of big name players because if you look at the squad now, no players is kind of big up to the level of Aubameyang in terms of being that pool. I know Gabriel Jesus score goals, but you can't compare Gabriel Jesus to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. They are different. So I think distinct Aubameyang guy in Arsenal is a little bit iffy when people look at him. He is a prolific goal scorer. When you give him that chances, Aubameyang will score goals. And what makes me happy is he's played under Thomas Tuchel before in Borussia Dortmund. So that is the manager who knows him very, very well and who can get the best out of him in terms of scoring goals.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he worked under Tuchel before when he was at Dortmund.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a good. It's definitely an upgrade to Chelsea strikers because let's keep it real, man. Like you don't have that many like strikers available. Lukaku's left. It's just this kid Borja. I don't really know much about him. So Aubameyang is a good signing. It's not a long term signing, but it's
No,
better to have
I'm
Aubameyang
hearing,
going into
and
the season.
I'm hearing we're gonna give him a 4 year deal.
How old is Aubameyang?
He just clocked 33 this year.
4 year there. I mean,
Yeah.
footballers do look. Football is different now. The science is different. Footballers do prevent. But Aubameyang, in those 4 years, if he does sign a 4 year contract at Chelsea, I'm
Mm-hmm.
guessing when you do find that striker, he's gonna be as a backup because there's no way a 37-year old or 36-year old is gonna be your main striker. I mean, it can happen if Aubameyang's at the level he's at still. If he
Mm-hmm.
maintains it, I don't see why not. But yeah, it's a good signing for Chelsea in my personal opinion. It's better what you have, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe Kai Havertz, maybe we can actually see what he's made of when he actually plays behind a striker.
Yeah, that's what people have been saying.
Because
That I think Tuchel might switch to a 3-5-2 if you want to play Aubameyang because he might play Kayava behind Aubameyang. But I don't know where that's where the problem. How does Tuchel play the system with Kayava together? Is he going to play them together or is he going to play Kaimo as a winger?
I mean, you could do a full. I mean, he most likely won't do a full 4-3-2-1
But
formation.
if we buy Wesley, for me, if we buy Wesley Fofana, we're gonna go to back four. We are going to a back four.
My
we are
thing
going
is,
to
if
back four.
if you do get Fofana, I don't see why you don't play a 4-3-2-1 formation, right? A back four. Then obviously you would have Jorginho and Conte or Kovacic there. Then you have Kai Havertz. Then you have Sterling on the left. Then you have Pulisic or whoever plays on the right. Then you have Aubameyang as a striker. You could do that too, but I don't know. I don't know if Tuchel's gonna play like that. I don't know if he's still gonna stick with the back three or not. But
Mhm.
yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's my favorite because people are saying the contract is long for like 4 years. But it depends on, for me, it depends on how fit he is, though. It depends on how fit he is. How fit, how fit he is for me. Because if you're gonna sign a 4 year deal with Aubameyang, it's big for me. It's big for me. It's big because my expectation maybe 2, 3, maybe 2 years with maximum of 3. But I'm hearing 3 years plus extra 1 more year, making it 4. 33 years, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 7. Ha! That's big. 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 Sam, turn off your mic so I'll be able to bring you in. Turn off your mic. That's big.
What's up?
Sam, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Aubameyang, give me your take. I'm hearing it's gonna be 3 year deal plus 1 more year, making it 4. PM with Aubameyang.
I don't know what Todd Bowley and Thomas Tuchel are smoking, but this guy should have 2 years, an extra further of another 1 year extra, and that is going to be related to performances. So I don't know where they are getting the extra that 4 years from. If they are giving him 3 years contract with an option of 1 more year, that is ridiculous to me because by then he'll be 37 years old. But it depends anyway. They may know something that we don't know, probably because of his maybe he's in good condition, look like Thiago Silva now.
Yeah.
So probably maybe just has seen what we are not seeing. But he's a striker, so he does a lot of running, and that is to me that is very very it
For me,
is
that's risky and that's my fear.
like
For
yeah, that's
years,
risky.
it's not even 30, it's 33. That's, I know Aubameyang,
33 years
at least
old.
the goal scorer. I know, but 4 years?
4 years is too much. Will be too much. Will be too much. I think the deal is going to be wrapped up this week,
Yeah, this week.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this week.
Because I learned that Chelsea submitted a bid tonight,
Yeah,
this evening,
yeah, this evening.
23 million or 22 million
Yeah.
pounds.
Plus add-ons, yeah.
So plus add-ons. So Baka is going to accept that, except they are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So well, it is well for him anyway. So it is good because I believe that if for one he can come in and set the pace. Do you understand? Um, since he played with the same style with Thomas Tuchel in Dortmund or at Dortmund, I believe that if he comes in um, and he performs, that will justify Tuchel's system. But if he does not perform, then Tuchel will have no choice than to ditch his system to accommodate a striker. Werner should not fail. Werner failed, Lukaku failed in that system. As
Yeah,
far
but,
as I'm
but, but,
concerned,
but Sam, I don't think because Aubameyang has played in the back three before with Tuchel in Dortmund, where they have
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
players.
saying. That he should bang in the goals. If he doesn't, then the question mark comes to the manager, not to the players again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So that is the point. So he should. I have 100% believe that if he does come in, he's going to score goals. Not to be too expectant, but at least I am confident that he will give us 20 goals in the league, or at worst 15 goals.
But Sam, you know
So
what give us the hedge because Aubameyang coming in now, people will keep an eye on Chelsea because now they know they have a striker who can score those goals for them. Because people say we don't create chances, but on that Sunday match, we
yeah,
created
we created a lot of chances.
with so many chances, and those chances,
Yeah.
if we fall to Aubameyang, it's a goal. It is a
Look
goal.
at that. Look at that
Kai
Havertz
Havertz
goal
chance.
now.
That was a goal.
I chance for that. That was a goal for Aubameyang anyway.
Exactly.
That was a goal for Aubameyang anyway.
Exactly. So because sometimes in football you don't need to
So there's
create
a
so many chances. Because
For
see,
Aubameyang. But
I remember some in EPL now, team will be able to pack the balls. You just need to be clinical. Maybe one or two chances and boom, game over.
and then that is it.
That is when you have
And
a
that is game
prolific goal
over.
scorer
And
who can score you those goals.
yes, and if they do come out in search for that goal, they get more goals.
Yes.
Because our system will obliterate you immediately.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that you have that you can just come out at Chelsea and with that Tuchel system,
Mm-hmm.
if it's like that's Thursday, sorry, that Sunday match against Tottenham, if Tottenham has if Tottenham didn't sit back and play head to head with us, they would have been they would have been murdered in first half because there will be a lot of chances behind them. And then I think Cucurella and Reese, for now, those guys are on fire. So, you know, I think Aubameyang will perform. I don't want him initially. If you remember when we used to talk on space,
Yeah,
I
but
really
the
do not
problem
want
is,
him
but the
initially. But
problem is, if you don't get Aubameyang, who do you get? They say Victor Osimhen. Osimhen is 100 million. We are not paying that
yes,
amount of money for Osimhen.
but we can
And
get Nkuku next season
Nkunku
for
next
60
season.
million.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for 60 million there. But
Yeah.
so it,
Because
it
I'm
is the
looking,
wisest choice.
I think Tuchel might be looking to play a back four next season. I'm seeing him doing that
Yes.
next season because Jorginho and N'Golo Kante contract are expiring. As from January, they can speak to any club they feel like.
Yes. But I
Yeah.
think one of them would have to renew his contract. They will give one of them one contract and they will let one go.
No, they have already having a discussion with them. Matlo said that both of them have rejected the new contract. Both of them.
Okay. So if they have rejected a new contract, good luck to them. So Chelsea can get an experienced midfielder in this summer. Get then blend um, Casadei and Chukwuemeka, then find another maybe get two experienced midfielders, one this summer, one next summer. Then with those guys, before 2 seasons, those guys will gel.
Yeah.
So they will be integral part of that team. I think that's what Toboli is trying to do, and Thomas Tuchel. They're getting those players in, and then hoping that Toboli do not like the idea of loaning players, according to what I've read anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Chelsea is moving in the right direction. If we're not winning the league this season, which I don't want to rule us out, but I know we'll be knocking on the door for next season. So and then, but Champions League, I see us doing another. We are going to the finals this season. I believe we are going to the finals. I don't know if we're going to win it, but I know we are going to the finals. Champions League, are going to the finals. Nobody's stopping us. All those PSG will meet in the final.
Yeah. We see.
PSG, Real Madrid, all those ones.
Do you think Aubameyang can score like 20, 25 goals? Maybe maximum 20? Because in Arsenal,
In our
I remember he was
competition,
among the top scorer with
in our
Salah.
competition,
No, I think in our competition of Vilton, how many goals do you think he will score? In
I'm
Premier League, how
seeing
many goals?
30. I'm seeing 30 goals max. On competition, I'm seeing 30 goals max,
That's not bad.
but 25 minimum.
Vilton,
25 minimum.
Because I'm looking at Aubameyang's stats, right? When
Mhm.
he fell like at Arsenal, right? His last season when he scored more than 20 goals was in the 1920 season, right? Then
Mhm.
obviously 2021 he fell out with a well that was the year they won the FA Cup, right?
Yeah,
In 2021, or was that before?
that was
Yeah, 2021.
2021. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No,
So he
yeah,
scored.
2021.
So he played 29 matches for Arsenal. He started 26 and he scored 10 goals. And this last season, when he fell out with Arteta, he played 14 matches, started 12, and scored 4 goals. So, and for Barca, when he first came into Barca, he wanted to prove something, and he came in. He played what 17 matches, started 13, he scored 11 goals. So that tells you if this guy's in the right mindset, he can score goals. I think he just had a fell out with Arteta, and personally, I think Arteta had to sell him because you can't. I know Obama has done a lot for Arsenal, like goals wise, yeah, win the FA Cup, but Arteta's trying to build something, and you can't have a guy that's been toxic in the locker room just have him there because he's been doing well for the club. So Arteta had to let him go. But my point is that if Aubameyang is in the right mindset, yeah, he could score 20 goals. Why if he play all those matches that he played at Arsenal, I don't see why not. He should score 20 goals or maybe 23 goals in all competition, honestly, this season if he were to move to Chelsea. If he's getting enough chances, I don't see why not. I mean, yes, his last two seasons at Arsenal degraded a little bit. I mean, when I'm looking at it with 10 goals, 4 goals, but I guess you could add a Tessa's hats into that. But when he went to Barca, that first few months when he was there, he scored 11 goals and he was really good. And he scored 2 goals in the Classico, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's a good signing for Chelsea. I think it's going to be good for Havertz. He's finally going to play behind a striker like he was intended to be playing, not you guys forcing him to be a center forward. And if you do get Fofana, maybe you do switch to a back four. We'll see. Honestly, I'm happy that Chelsea gonna make the Premier League exciting, man, because La Liga is gutter trash, bro. Team like Almeida, Cadiz just parked the bus. I'm tired of just team dominating. So I'm happy that Chelsea's gonna make the league interesting. We're not gonna have a city who just runs away with it like it's birthright to win the league. So I'm happy, man. If I buy and plus it gets Barca weaker because they're losing the pie and they're gonna lose Aubameyang if everything goes to plan. Because I mean, if Lewandowski do get hurt, who's gonna be their backup striker? So that's good for me too, man.
Daniel, how you doing, brother?
Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
All right. Because the problem, see, because I listen to some Arsenal fans and they make me laugh when they talk about Aubameyang. He's too toxic. We don't want him. Even if it's for Chelsea, he will be a bad player. He will not show up. Like, relax. Aubameyang is a proven goal scorer. I know he's been a little bit not okay in terms of his brain and his mindset in Arsenal, but you cannot tell me Aubameyang isn't a good scorer. Aubameyang will score goals when he has that chances. He will score goals. He's a prolific goal scorer. I don't know why people are kind of Arsenal fans is kind of being down about him. He will score goals. He will. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will score goals.
What is his problem with Arsenal?
I think Arsenal fans are a little bit not happy. First, I think with the way he left Arsenal and also with
What
the way
did he
he's
do
doing
to
in
them?
Barcelona and everything.
What did he do to them? Because I don't understand the whole scenario. I think they are just being too cocky at Arsenal. So what did the guy really do to them?
I don't know, man. I think it's all about ego. That's what I got to do.
So see, sometimes I read somewhere that Tuchel was going to give uh, Lukaku a chance again this season, but he wanted out. So he wanted out and he doesn't want to keep him. So if a player wants out, no player can be bigger than any club. I don't care. Messi and Ronaldo can enter themselves. They can't still be bigger than any club in the world. So the club made them who they are. So, but at the same time, club and fans should not overbeat issues. I don't understand. Look at me now. I don't call Lukaku Lukaka. I don't care. Just go ahead and then score your goals. When we meet, we beat you. Simple as that. I think to me, that is. So what Arsenal should be focusing on is that despite the fact that Aubameyang is back at Chelsea or is coming back to Chelsea, they shouldn't. I don't understand those guys. It's none of their business. I want to meet them. I want to beat them. Anytime um, Chelsea plays Man City and we beat them, I love to see when the camera pounds on the faces of the likes of I think De Bruyne now, so or Salah. You understand? So I that we've got one over you. So when they win us, those guys when they score they jubilate because of the way they left Chelsea. So now you don't see me go online and start um, talking bad about Kevin De Bruyne. But anytime we play, we win. Like Conte now, we have been beating him for the last season, beating 4 times last season. And the same way, it will be sweet to me. This is it. It will be sweet when we go to White Hart Lane and beat them. You see that? Now, that to me will not show that what happened at Stamford Bridge is a fluke. And it was orchestrated by one stupid man like that. So I think Arsenal fans should just let go of this guy. He's coming to Chelsea, he's not coming to their club. If he has egos, Tuchel can manage his egos. And he loves Tuchel. They both have a good relationship. I think that
Yeah,
would. So
in Dortmund.
they never talked about this guy Ateta having ego. So that's the point. He didn't have a problem with the previous coach. What's his name now? What's his name?
Unai Emery.
Unai Emery. So why is he not having issues with them? So they have different ideologies, so they can clash, of course. So the first, what they did to me, what I remembered is that they stripped him of captain.
Mm-hmm.
I think yes. So that to me, that is a big player. So you expect him to just no, it's not going to be possible. It's not going to be possible. That's why I love Tuchel. He knows how to manage players. He can come. He will not single out a player. He will say we didn't play well. You notice his word we. He didn't say when he said the only time he said something, it was when Werner came out and said he wants to leave, and Lukaku too. He said it's totally unacceptable. Now when Arsenal beat us 4-0, the man said that okay, it's a pity that because some players held their turn and they want to leave, and then he gave a chance. If he wants to leave, leave. So there's no point. Ateta was asked the other day too. He was saying one kind of rubbish like that. He was being sarcastic anyway. So Aubameyang will score goals for sure. At Chelsea, he will score goals in the league, like 15 goals. Other competition, maybe Champions League like 5 goals. Maybe Carling Cup like a goal. Maybe FA Cup like 4 goals. Because given the time that we progress very well, we progress in FA Cup very well. So I'm seeing he score 4 goals there about FA Cup or 5. Then maybe Champions League maybe 5. In the league maybe 15. So minimum for me, Aubameyang should still score 25 goals. Maximum 30. So if he goes beyond 30, that's an excellent season for him. So that is my take on him.
Daniel. Pierre
Yo,
Emerick
yo.
Aubameyang.
I think it's not that great of an idea, personally. Um, I don't mean to
Daniel,
be
relax. We can't have fire about them boy just relax.
I don't mean to be like the cold blanket or the wet blanket, I guess, but yeah, I don't see it being the revolutionary striking change that Chelsea needs. I mean, obviously, if you get an upgrade on um, Havertz and those guys, okay, maybe you take it, but I don't think he's good enough to get Chelsea like a title or uh, to compete in the Champions League. I don't think he makes that much of a difference, honestly. What I think he does is I think he helps Chelsea make top four. Because I obviously he's going to score, but I still don't think it addresses the root of the problem with Chelsea, which is they don't create enough chances, or at least they don't create enough big chances. Obviously, you can look at the chance creation numbers, and you're on mute. I still can't hear you, bro.
I think
Nah.
you're mute too. Abdul, I think you're mute.
No, I still can't hear. No.
Can you hear me, Daniel?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I think something is wrong with his mic.
Yeah. Maybe leave and come back, Abdullahi. So where was I? I was saying, like, the problem with Chelsea is chance creation, or at least dangerous chances. Like if you look at City, if you look at Liverpool, you look at PSG, you look at Bayern, you look at Madrid. Actually, maybe Vilton could speak to this. I don't think Madrid create a bevy of chances, but the chances that they do create are dangerous. And then obviously they have like a freak in Benzema who can just score. I don't think Aubameyang is to the level of Benzema, who's going to win the Ballon d'Or in a few months. They don't have the dribblers in wide areas like Vinicius or I don't know, even somebody like Bernardo Silva at City. Like they don't have that type of player. So you can sign Aubameyang and it will fix
Can you guys hear me
something.
now?
There we go.
Yeah,
I got
think I muted myself on the laptop.
So yeah, no, but I was saying I think Aubameyang is part of a solution, but he's not the solution because there's not enough around him at Chelsea to just. I don't know. He's still gonna be working from scraps or feeding off scraps.
Yeah, but my fear is Daniel. My fear is he's getting a 4-year deal. That's my fear.
Isn't he 33?
33. He just got 33 this year.
Wow.
He's getting a 3 years plus extra 1 more year. That's a 4 years for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. How fit will it be? That's my fear.
I don't doubt
his goals. I don't doubt his goal scoring.
He's not playing international football anymore because him and the Gabon manager fell out. So you don't have to worry about AFCON. You don't have to worry about those weird internationals. So that's maybe a positive or a blessing in disguise, I guess. I don't know. Is he an injury prone player? I don't recall Aubameyang being like super injury prone in that way.
No, I don't even think he gets injured that way because when you look at
Aubameyang does not get injured.
Yeah, he's a generally fit player, so I'm not worried about that.
Because yes, people kind of criticize us in terms of us creating chances, but we create chances. And if you look at the way we create, we don't create chances like Man City, Liverpool, because Man City has technical player. KDB, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, they have technical. Liverpool has Arnold, Fabinho, Thiago Alcantara, Robertson and co. Chelsea only have James and Cucurella in terms of chance creation. Mason Mount.
That's the issue though, Abdullahi.
That's my problem because
wing backs can't be your most creative players.
I know. That's my fear with. See, Aubameyang will score goals. I'm like the Sunday matches where Kai Havertz needs those chances. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is scoring that chance. He is scoring that chance because I know how good Reece James is in terms of crossing. I know how good he is. That's my fear. Now N'Golo Kante is out for like 3-4 weeks now. We don't have a midfielder, so we're gonna have to rely on Mason, Gallagher, Ampadu. We have to bring in Chukwuemeka. See now, we don't have it. We don't have a midfielder. We should. Kovacic is out. N'Golo is out. I don't want to rely on Jorginho with the back four. I'm gonna have a PTSD. I'm sorry, I do not.
Yeah,
in the back four with Jorginho, heck no. Because on Sunday, he played a fantastic match. I was very impressed with him on Sunday. But in the back four,
until that first goal.
Oh my Lord! In the back four with Jorginho, I'm not playing J5 in the back four.
Wait, you think Jorginho played well against Tottenham?
He did well. Yeah, he did play well. Yeah. He did.
He played well until that error. But
you see what just happened is Daniel in his agenda, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about. Jorginho played well, but that one mistake he made, they crucify him, bro. They say he was gutted.
I wanted a point of clarification, Vilton. All I said was, I didn't say, oh, you. I didn't say, oh, you full of shit. You wrong. I just went,
You know what?
Here's some more shit. Jorginho had a world-class performance.
He did,
including the goal we conceded.
You should have just booted out the ball, please. That is overhyping now.
He had a world-class performance for Spurs. Is that what you're saying?
No, against that game, Jorginho put together a world-class performance until he was substituted. The goal was his fault. Absolutely. Let's not get that twisted. Kante
that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Kante committed the same blunder.
But it didn't lead to goal.
No, it led to us missing out in the Champions League. You forgot that game, eh? You forgot that game.
Look, Madrid.
It's the same game in the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all I'm saying is Jorginho is high risk, high reward. He's always at the last line of defense. Nobody gives him credit for that. He's always the last. If you beat Jorginho, we concede. I have been able to embrace that fact because that's his quality. But he's high IQ. He's basically the baseline of our midfield. Go ahead. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens with every midfielder because of the system that Chelsea play. There is no out-and-out DM, and normally the center backs, the three are split. So if Kovacic tries to dribble and loses possession, which has happened last season. If Conte, if he makes
Countless of times.
yeah, Kovacic makes some bad decisions sometimes. He over dribbles,
Yes.
but as soon as Chelsea lose the ball in midfield with the wide center back split, it's basically, I don't know, like 2v1 against Thiago Silva, and then you're just hoping Mendy can save a 1v1. So it's not just Jorginho. I won't put it on Jorginho, but
No,
in
I
that,
won't put it- exactly. That's what I'm saying.
but in that
That's what I'm
specific
saying.
instance,
That's
just
what I'm
kick it
saying.
out.
That's what I'm
Because
saying. If Aubameyang comes in, yes, he will score those goals.
Okay.
I am worried because we don't have a midfielder I can accept. I'm gonna rely on this person a little bit to be that creator. He will score goals. I have no issues with Aubameyang. He will score goals.
I think that piece is more important than Aubameyang is where I'm going. Like that midfielder that you want, Abdullahi, is the key piece. And
guys,
I don't know
guys.
if I don't think I've seen Chelsea linked with any player that I'm like,
Chelsea are going to get players. I can tell you that for a fact. Not that I'm part of the board anyway. I'm in Nigeria here, but Thomas Tuchel himself, it is true. Thomas Tuchel himself knows that if he goes into the season fully with the transfer window shut without a midfielder, we will barely make top 4. What are we talking about? If you like, get Aubameyang and get Haaland. Because we need a midfielder.
Are you sure? Are you positive Todd Bowley knows that?
Yes, we will get the
been here for
midfielder.
like 3 days. I'm not sure he
Yeah,
knows.
we will get the midfielder.
Guys, here's the problem, man.
Why do we got linked with Anthony Gordon and all these guys? Because Chelsea are trying to test the waters. We were linked with one player like that, Yeremy Pino or something like that at a Villarreal player. Is it Villarreal now?
Yeah,
that guy is skillful like that. So yes, he's a winger. So Chelsea is going to get a player. It's just that Chelsea is trying to look for loopholes like that. So being patient, and then Chelsea is going to. Why are we going to buy Gordon for 50 million? Then buy Fofana for 80 million? Thereabout. Chelsea is going to get players. I'm confident of that. If Chelsea don't get players, get midfielders and a winger at least with Aubameyang, then we've had a bad window as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if you get Cucurella also, because we're not going forward. If we're going to rely on those guys to make chances, to create chances for us, we are in deep shit. So we better get a midfielder now that Kante is injured. Even when Kante is not injured, I still believe that we need to get a midfielder. That's why Chelsea is going for the Jong, but it doesn't seem like the Jong is going to be it now. So Chelsea better break the bank for Casemiro or find somebody, please. Because
listen, I don't know if you guys are watching the EPL. Did you guys watch the EPL games since it began?
Yeah, I watched them.
Did you watch Southampton? Anybody watch Southampton?
I do.
If you say James Ward-Prowse, you gotta block him, bro.
I need you guys to keep an eye on one new kid, Sekou Mara. Hey,
that name is funny.
Sekou Mara. I need you guys to check out this kid, man. He's a central midfielder. I think he came from League 1.
Bordeaux.
I think.
Bordeaux.
Sorry. Oh, Bordeaux. Okay.
Bordeaux.
Oh, there you go. Bordeaux. Yeah, I never watched him in League 1. I just saw his first touch. I said, "Bola."
Wow.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
No comment.
Okay,
check him out later, Sekou Mara.
Just lastly, okay. Let's say Chelsea buy Pierre. What happens to Havertz? Does he drop into midfield and become a secondary striker, which everyone thinks is his best position, or does he go to the bench? Like, what happens with Havertz?
Can I answer that?
I think the problem now is if Aubameyang gets signed, this is where Tuchel has to make a decision. Where do you play Kai Havertz? Do you play behind the striker?
Let me answer that.
But or do you play as a winger?
Like, look at it this way, and this is kind of where I'm going. In those two number 10s behind the striker in the formation that Tuchel plays, Mount and Sterling have the priority there. If you have a striker, like Sterling kind of can play as a number 9, I think, in conceptually, or a false 9 or whatever it is. But if you buy Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, then he's going to be the number 9 up top. And then who plays behind him? There's only 2 spots.
Let me answer that question.
And Mount is in one and Sterling is in the other. So what happens to Havertz?
Yeah, but let me answer that question. I hear you. Okay, so 2 things. Let me answer your question by asking you a question. Would you rather spend 30 million primarily on a striker of the ilk of Aubameyang, or would you spend 50 million each on 2 cams, 2 cams that can play 8? Would you spend 50 million each, making 100 million together that can play 8 and can give you 13 goals a season each?
I'd rather go for his midfielder for me.
So, I mean, the thing is...
Give me the 2 players. Give me the 2 players.
Sorry?
Give me the 2 players.
Good question. Very good question. So, Sam, I think Sam is his name. The gentleman that was talking about
Aubameyang.
Gordon. People are wondering, why are we going for Gordon? Imagine that kind of investment. But that's a good question. The kid can I said it yesterday. The kid can give us Harvey Barnes vibes, like what Harvey Barnes does for Leicester. You see somebody that can just stretch the wing, keep running.
You said Harvey
Barnes. The guy can run.
He's a marathon guy. You just never know. But all I'm saying is this. Hold on, dude. All I'm saying is this.
You hear what they want.
Would you rather go for
Harvey Barnes? Harvey Barnes vibes, nigga. What is that?
Yo, Harvey Barnes helped Leicester last season, man. What are you talking about? Why are you laughing? Harvey Barnes helped Leicester last season.
Okay, hold on.
Let me land.
I want Neymar vibes. I don't want Harvey Barnes vibes.
But for 50 million, right? You have to look at the big picture here.
That guy is called goals.
This guy is a kid. His ceiling is so high.
Right? 21 years old.
If he can give us Harvey Barnes vibes at this age, what can he do at 25?
Nothing.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay. How many goals?
Anyways, I just want to answer your question, bro, really quick. Would you rather invest in 1 striker, or would you invest in 2 more attackers and pay 50 million each for them?
I would want the attackers, but don't give me Anthony Gordon.
No, I'm not saying Anthony Gordon. That's an example. Personally, who I
scored
want.
4 goals last year in 35 games. For Everton.
Personally,
he's played my 60 games for Everton. He's got 4 goals.
No, but
that's not what Chelsea need right now, G.
I know, but this is a coach's choice. This is a project buy. When project buys are very trivial like that, yeah, you're right. We can start digging, splitting hairs. This is a project. That's what happens with project buys.
If you're comparing someone to Harvey Barnes, they're not going to help Chelsea, man.
No, for now. No, I'm just saying, as a kid, he's 20. How old is he?
He's 21. He's 21.
Yeah, he's 20. And if he can give me Harvey Barnes production, see what Harvey Barnes did last season for Jamie Vardy. Opened up the channels, man. Open up space.
He's a runner. The guy does not get tired.
And look at what happened to Leicester last season. As soon as Harvey Barnes, hold on. As soon as Harvey Barnes got injured, Leicester went down.
Sure.
Look at that stat.
Okay. You didn't answer my question though.
Yeah.
Because the point would be, let's say Chelsea do well and they spend 50 million on and Anthony Gordon. People would have the discussions of, is it smart? Is it this? Is it that? Is he good? Is he this? Is he that?
Exactly.
That's its own debate.
Exactly.
I don't even he doesn't start though.
No, he doesn't. You're spot on. He doesn't start. I'm with you. Absolutely. There's a chain of command, man.
Exactly. And in those number 10 positions, it's Mount, and because in those number 10 positions, it's Sterling and it's Mount.
Yeah.
But Havertz kind of has an out now because Chelsea don't have
the reason
an out number 9. But if you get Aubameyang, then where does Havertz go?
So
that's
why I answered the question. That's why I started with my question. So now, here's the other part of my question. Chelsea, the way we play is not built for a striker, a lone striker. So it's not like we're gonna, it's not like you're coming in and the stage is yours. No, you have to work. So Aubameyang coming in, if we get 10 goals from Aubameyang in the EPL, that's money, that's cash. 10 to 12 goals, that's cash. So you understand? So he's not coming in to start. I don't think he's going to come in to start because this engine is already running. If you bring Aubameyang and you say you want to make him that 9, then trust me, we're going to go back to Lukaku vibes for a minute. Because now everybody will start looking for who? Aubameyang.
Mm-hmm.
So let's call a spade a spade. If Aubameyang comes in now because of he's a big character footballer, you're going to look for him.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do that, then it rejigs, like they say. I don't know if that's English. It rejigs the whole formation all over again.
Can I come in there?
Yes,
Can I
please.
really come in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I think what Tuchel wants to do and what he did with Aubameyang in at Dortmund
Yeah.
is that Aubameyang understands that he's not going to be a lone striker, but Aubameyang is going to create space. Lukaku, that's what Lukaku has failed to do. Lukaku wants to be that main man, and he's asking him to create space. So drag these players out, let people come in, let the midfielders, the camps come in and attack the goal. But Lukaku wants to be that main striker. So Aubameyang is going to be on the field. At the same time, he's going to create space. And when he creates space, we're going to score more goals because, as you rightly said, Aubameyang is going to be pursued all over the field. Like he's that big character, and then he wants to mark him. And he's dragging 2 or 3 because he's good with his feet. He's dragging 2 or 3 players with him, and then he's creating space. The same thing that happened the second goal versus Tottenham. You understand? That's the second goal. So that is what I think that he wants to do, and he's willing to do that. He's willing to do that. Unlike Lukaku, that is not willing to do that. Do you understand? I think that's a little different.
Yeah. So basically, Dan, is it Dan? Yeah, Dan.
Sam.
No, Dan, the gentleman that has the first question. Yeah. Okay. So Dan, what you were saying, all I'm trying to say is this: if Aubameyang comes into the team, right, he's gonna have to. If he can play like Kai Havertz, if he can play ball, like not just focusing on scoring.
Yes. Play like Kai Havertz.
Aubameyang is technical.
No, hold on. Kai Havertz. All I wanted to say, the bottom line of my statement is, Kai Havertz belongs on the bench, anyways.
Yes,
it's an easy decision.
This is kind of
weird.
Listen,
he comes in 25 minutes
ahead of Kai Havertz for me now.
Mm-hmm.
Kai Havertz is look at this.
You are mean.
It's crazy, man. Listen, everybody knows I'm Kai Havertz's biggest fan. But man, come on.
You are.
Preach. Come on, but when it comes to football, you have to talk football, man. The guy has been below average.
Yes,
for about 6 months and running and counting.
Yeah, Abdullah, you say it as well,
after the Champions League goal, he has been below.
He can't beat. The first time I saw Kai Havertz beat a man to man, was on Sunday. I was surprised.
Yeah, he did.
I said, "Check, this boy can dribble." I was surprised.
So you're gonna have 80 million pounds just on the bench?
No, well.
Daniel,
maybe we have Daniel. That was a golden question. Maybe we need to have a stream about Thomas Tuchel.
No, but think about it. Like think you would have Kepa on the bench. That's 70 million. Yes. Havertz on the bench. That's 80 million.
Yes.
There's just it's like
then work him into the system. Work him into the system.
Simple.
25 minutes, 20 minutes before the match.
Into the system.
Let me come to Carl. Pierre-Emerick. Me, like I already told us now fans, me and them are fighting, and I told them, I want that guy. If Aubameyang comes in, I want the Lokange or Sub-Zero celebration. I don't give an F. I don't give an F about him going to Emirates Stadium. I want a Lokange or Sub-Zero celebration. Give me that max in Stamford Bridge or Fly Emirates. I want to see that max in Emirates Stadium. Carl Aubameyang. Carl.
Cello, good question. I see you. Cello, I see your question in the comments. We'll come back to you, my brother.
Carl, are you there? Oh, I think Carl is muted right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Obama War. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
I might be one of the reg. It depends on. Here's my issue with this transfer.
Thank you. This is my fear. The report, Matla even said it. A 3-year deal plus 1 more year. For 4 years for Aubameyang. 4.
I'm okay if Aubameyang knows he can't start every game. If you're not good enough, I don't feel like he should be a solidified starter. That's just the way I look at it. So if he's coming here to grab that shirt, then I'm all for him being here. But if he thinks that is like Arsenal, where he's just guaranteed a start essentially, sorry, like I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and I'll be honest. I wasn't looking at him at the La Liga. La Liga is one of the worst leagues to watch right now. I'm sorry, I can't watch that league. But
You don't like watching. You don't like watching Oscar-nominated movies.
I don't know. I don't like watching that league, man. I'm not a fan of that league. But I don't know. I'm just not. I don't think this is the most important signing we should be making right now. That's the best way I can see it. If he comes, I hope he plays well. But I don't know. Like the logistics and tactics and this creation of space, I'll leave that to Daniel or some of the other guys to describe. Me, I'm just looking at it in a case where we know this guy. We know the sort of bag. You know what? He's black, so I'm just gonna lay off him. But I know what he represents. I know what he represents, and I'll leave it there. I know what he represents. So I'm just praying if he comes here, you know, I mean, on his best behavior, because this fan base. If it comes to collect that check and just go home, it's not gonna work it. It's not gonna work it. So
Fuck.
I just want to let people know, man. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, last guys.
No, I'm being no,
boy.
because I've lied. Here's the thing. I supported Lukaku, and I didn't want that guy here. I supported that guy, and I didn't want that fool here. So I don't think it's gonna be as bad as Lukaku. Don't get it twisted.
Aubameyang is more technical than Lukaku. Relax.
No, but my thing is, okay, if he comes in here, my minimum floor is 15. It's 15 goals. That's all I want. 15 goals in the Premier League. Can he do that?
Yes,
I think he can.
I think he can do that.
That's a humble.
Will he be
That's
on
a
pens?
humble request. That's a humble request.
Will he be on pens?
No.
That I don't know.
That's another thing Tuchel should do. That's another thing Tuchel
Are
should
you
do.
crazy? Who to be
J5.
on? Who to be on pen? J8 now. J8 man.
So
J5
except Jojo doesn't play.
You cannot.
Gary.
No. That is rite of passage. You can't break culture. J8 is on penalty. Look at the last time. Look at the last time. Everybody just walked away from the ball just by magic.
Relax. So fair enough. Thank you.
Do you know what?
Sure.
Just quickly.
Okay.
Like Chelsea should have got Aubameyang when they got Giroud.
Yeah, when he was 28 years of age. Yeah.
2018, whenever it's 2017. When was that?
2018.
Conte times.
Mm-hmm.
With
But there's no way Arsenal will sell at that time. No way.
No. He was at Dortmund.
Oh, when he was at Dortmund, you're saying Dortmund days.
Before he went to
Oh, for sure.
So if you remember, Chelsea loaned Michy Batshuayi to Dortmund as their replacement. Aubameyang went to Arsenal, and then Arsenal sold Giroud to Chelsea. Really, if Conte had a brain, he would have just you can have Michy, we'll give him to you, and you give us Aubameyang, and you cut Arsenal out of the deal. But there was like a merry-go-round of the three teams.
Conte has always wanted Lukaku, so
yeah, he always wanted like the totem pole 6'4", 6'5" guy.
Yeah.
But Aubameyang would have solved a lot of the striker issues for the past 5-6 seasons at Chelsea.
You
Are
think
you
so?
sure? No, Daniel, are you
think
sure
so?
about that?
I don't know. Yeah, you think so, because you also have to consider the way we played at the time.
Did you see that he was in a bad Arsenal team still scoring goals? So
No, but anyways, the thing about I always say this, and I don't want to sound.
he would have played with Sarri, which meant like the good Hazard season, like Hazard and him linking up would have been pretty good. So
No, it absolutely could have worked, but again, people always forget that Chelsea historically has never been built as an enterprise that relies on one striker to score gazillions of goals. No, I've always said it. Look at our history. Frank Lampard is our highest goal scorer. What does that say? We score from the midfield. We score by committee. This whole thing about we need a striker. It puts so much emphasis on the striker that the striker forgets to play football. And this is where I don't want I don't want to move the direction, but I don't want Sterling going there, because Sterling now, I don't want the pressure of I haven't scored. I don't want that to ever get to Sterling. I just want him to play.
Yes.
Just play ball. Play. But you see what he did? And he found Reece James. If you can give me more assists and less goals, I don't care. Just give me goal contribution and the goals will come. You understand? Look at the second goal to James. Yeah, naturally. Thank you. Naturally. Look how we found Reece James. It was like money, man. Duck to water. Yeah, goal.
That was more Tottenham's fault than Chelsea.
Well, there you go. There you go. But still, the typical Raheem Sterling would want to beat those two men and score.
Nah, don't do that, Blue Eyes. Come on, he has a brain. He ain't Barkley.
No, sometimes Raheem might want to do that sometimes and buy a penalty. Raheem crazy.
Yeah,
He's an activity player, Activity. I'm so happy we got him, man. So happy.
Are we done? Are we done with that one?
I'm here. So Chimere, Aubameyang.
Oh god.
Relax.
I think it's the same thing as the Casemiro United thing I'm hearing. I think it's the right transfer at the wrong time. I think like, because to be honest, like Aubameyang is an upgrade from Lukaku, but if you watch the way Barca play, Barca create a bevy of chances, not just chances, but high quality chances.
Mm-hmm.
So like, so for a forward like Aubameyang who's very clinical, he would thrive in that kind of system. Chelsea's system is different than Barca's. They're more slow in the way they play, the way they hold possession. They're not as intricate. But so I don't know if he's gonna get those same high quality chances. And yeah, he played in a bad Arsenal team, but remember the last season before he went to Barca, bro was like for a while, man was awful. Like he was awful. Like for almost a whole year. So he's not a guarantee. You're paying 30 million for him at 33. He can decline at any second. He's 33. So it's a risk. But I don't even think I don't even think you need a striker. Like the age of we need a striker and footy has died. Liverpool didn't have a striker.
Yeah, man.
So,
I know.
They pumped in how many goals? Man City didn't have a striker didn't have a striker last year. They were scoring goals for fun. I feel like you just need get another player who can beat people in the wing, and then have Havertz up his goal tally. Have Sterling up his goal tally. Have guys get a midfielder that can score goals in the midfield. Like you guys have the same type of midfielders profile, guys who can progress the ball well, can carry the ball well, but there's really nobody who can from midfield run into the box and give you like 8 goals. You know what I mean? Like there's no Gundogan kind of player at your team. You see how Man City, they have Gundogan, he can give you goals in midfield. Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, even Rodri's a DM, he can get you 5 goals a season. I feel like you get that kind of player from the midfield, then get another attacker. It doesn't have to be a striker, get another attacker that can, that's flexible, that can play as a striker, but it's also play on the wing when needed. And I feel like that's what you guys need. You don't really need an out and out striker. The age of that is dead.
Yeah, but Chimere, this is it, man. Thomas Tuchel is obsessed with Aubameyang. I know he's worked with him in Dortmund. I'm like, okay, because the problem most of us have is we don't create chances. We create chances not on the level of Man City and Liverpool. And this is my worry with bringing Aubameyang in. You are bringing Aubameyang in. Aubameyang has to deliver. He has to throw those goals. And the difference between Aubameyang and Lukaku is Lukaku wants to stand like a bamboo tree. He does not want to move around. Aubameyang will move around the field. He will come to the midfield and play. He can play on the wing. He can play as a number 9. He can play on the right wing. He can play anywhere you want him to play. It's mostly involved with the attacker we have in the pitch. While Lukaku is not even, he just want to stand there. Just play the ball to me, back to Paul. I want to have the ball. Aubameyang is not like that. He can play anywhere you want him to play. It's like what Blair said. I reward, I risk, I reward. It's like playing with Aubameyang for me.
But the scary thing though, the key thing that I would watch out for is what's Aubameyang's best trait? His speed. That was his most trait, and getting him behind the defense. And if he loses that, then you're not getting the same player, because that was his best attribute. And as he gets older, he's gonna lose that speed. So that's where the risk comes.
I agree. How about this? Because you said Chelsea need goals from midfield, and Blue Ice has been saying, Frank Lampard's this, Frank Lampard's that. How about you buy Aubameyang and you play maybe Havertz behind him with Sterling, and this would require a formation change. But you put Mason Mount in midfield in a midfield three. So maybe you have Jorginho, Kovacic, and Mount in midfield, or you play Conte when he's fit, and Mount would then be your number 8, who would come like deep runs, like well timed runs, kind of like what Lampard used to
that
do.
will be money. Listen, Dan, that's if you do that, I'll be the first to subscribe. But I'm just doing that. The discussion we were having before was based on 3-4-3.
Yeah, but I hate this 3-4-3 stuff. I'm trying to not swear.
Well, but
I don't like
the reason why it's well, people use it as a baseline because Thomas Tuchel has resorted back to this formation for the past 2.
It's too negative.
It is whatever it is, but that's it looks like that's his fallback formation for now because
he's trying not to get sacked.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, in the back 3.
Blue Eyes, put some respect on Reece James's name, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Reece James was very good, man. But listen, Stephen, Reece James played from central defense, man.
Yeah, then he went back to wing back, didn't he?
Yeah, I was impressed. No, he had a monster game. But for me, I know we're not talking about the game. I thought man of the match for me was Jorginho, but apart from that goal,
Jorginho after making that mistake, bro.
Yeah, for me.
We conceded that goal because of him, and he got subbed for it.
I know. No, I said apart from that goal. No, I know. Jorginho cost us the game. I know. No, I said
the
apart
man
from
of
that
the match
goal.
was Loftus-Cheek, but
yeah, exactly. I was going to say
it was very good.
He was fantastic.
Loftus-Cheek was amazing.
I think
actually Loftus-Cheek in midfield in like a midfield 3.
No, Dan. Loftus-Cheek in a wing-back position because he can now
run. Nah, that's
I'm trying to get rid of these wing-backs. Like
if he can play like a Swiss Army knife. No, listen, he can
guy,
play like.
Man.
Hold on, though, Nana. He that makes him play like a Swiss Army knife. Because what I like that he did in that game, right, is on the wing he always drifted into midfield. So like
exactly
playing with 4 or 5.
That's what I'm saying. Just make him an out and out midfielder.
No. Keep him on the wing.
What he is.
So let me come to.
But that's why he because he played on the wing.
Let me come to Abdul. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Yo, what was that?
Is somebody drinking water or swimming? It's not raining, guys. It's not raining season. It's summer.
Yeah, Cello. I see you in the comments. Absolutely, he's not. If he can improve on the body of his work, if he can perform the same way he did, like for the next 2 months, then man, Loftus-Cheek is the man. I'm telling you because I was one of those that wanted him to go on loan.
He can actually dribble.
And he can score those two that Daniel.
My only problem is he's had stinkers. He's had stinkers, man, and a lot of them too. But I don't want to talk about that. But apart from that, he was fantastic. He was man of the game, man. What he played on the wing, he caused Tottenham a lot of problems. Bentancur. He put Bentancur all over the place.
So Abdul, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Yeah, big of everyone. Good evening. Can you guys hear me well?
Are you in the basement, bro? Where are you?
Speak louder. Are you in the basement?
Are you okay? Like, are you kidnapped? Like, give us a warning if.
No, I'm not. Is it better now?
Yeah,
give us the code word. Give us the code word, man. Safe word, bro.
Team. My people. She not hear me.
For question, I see you. I'll answer your question.
Mayday. Speak louder.
Mayday.
So the thing is, if you guys consider that we've lost Werner and I think Joe wants to leave as well, and then Ziyech, it seems he wants to leave.
And American endorsement too.
Well, I wouldn't really confirm that now, but Ziyech and Joe have not really they've not participated in our first 2 games. They've not been involved in our first 2 games. So, and Werner has left. So if you look at it, that's 4 players leaving. So either we like it or not, we have to bring in reinforcement. That's number one. Number two is I think this guy, in my own opinion, I've always looked at him as a center forward, not an out and out striker. And I think with the system or with the Premier League, I think center forwards are actually more dangerous because they are more mobile. So we're talking about the mold of Mane, Salah, Aubameyang, right? So, and I believe Tuchel actually has preference for center forward than just out and out strikers. So I suppose that's why he likes this guy. And this guy, he's super quick. He's supersonic quick. I mean, I saw him once live, and it seems he was actually quicker when he was in Dortmund, and they came to the Emirates for a Champions League game. And it seemed to me like the guy was even quicker than he was on TV. So he's super lightning quick. And I think we need a player like that. The only minus he comes with is maybe because he's 33 years old now, but he still athletically, it seems he carries a body of a 27-year-old, So, and I think what Tuchel wants to do, in my own opinion, is he likes some certain young players, but he doesn't. But those young players cannot be 100% relied upon to maybe deliver the league and the Champions League season after season at the moment. So I think he doesn't want to block their path. But at the same time, he doesn't want to block their path. So maybe he doesn't want to bring in somebody that will just permanently put them on the bench. So he's bringing in, experienced players, but those kids are going to develop, but at the same time, it's going to give them enough avenue to play and prove and perform. So they will still be part of the team. They will seem like major parts of the major parts of the team. But at the same time, we're not over relying on them, because Havertz, take it or leave it, you can see the boy has talent, but he doesn't look like he can be like a Benzema, where he can give us 45 top games in a season. So maybe if you give him like 25, or he delivers 25 top games, that will give him enough confidence to know he's part of the team. But at the same time, that will give him enough time or avenue to develop as well. So that's why I believe he's bringing in some of those players who are like experienced, but at the same time, they are not going to block the development of certain young players, So, but I really like him, and I think he has no minus in his game as a center forward.
What?
And to me, he has no minus. Maybe
he has no weakness.
As I said, as a center forward, he has the pace, he has the movement, he has the goals.
Does he have the big goals?
Does he have the what?
The big goals.
I mean, do you think
Nana is just being troublesome?
I'm being serious.
No, let me answer
here's
that.
my thing.
You can't be serious with that question. If he scores against those small teams and he doesn't score against those big teams, at least those small teams are the ones that will play most. So I'm still fine. He doesn't have to score in big teams. Let the midfielder comes up. Let anybody.
I expect my strikers to score regardless of the game. Regardless of the game, the striker's supposed to score. That's just me, though. That's just me.
No, so
yes, I understand, but it doesn't have to always be like that.
Actually, that's one of the points I actually wanted to make. Like, he's one of those players that at the same time as he's not going to play 50 games for us.
Yeah, sometimes he'll be on the bench, though.
At the same time as he's going to allow our young talented players to develop and not drop them, you can still see that in very critical time of the season, he is the kind of player that is capable of delivering. So if we're starting him in the Champions League semi-final, we have confidence that he's proven and he can deliver.
Nah, you guys, man. Nah. When you is there an Arsenal fan in this panel?
No.
No. So are you telling me an Aubameyang cannot deliver for you in the Champions League semi-final?
He
With
can't.
this,
I can't. I don't know if I could trust the guy, Abdul. I don't think I could trust him. That's just me. I don't think I could trust him. I can't.
Okay. Thank you.
I won't do it.
Okay. In terms of what Abdul said now, who do you choose, Aubameyang or Romelu Lukaku?
What?
And by the way, that is Champions League semi-final, second leg against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Aubameyang or Lukaku, who do you choose?
Aubameyang all day. Given our
Flip
system.
a coin.
Okay.
No, man, Aubameyang, come on.
Flip a coin. I've seen Aubameyang miss. No, but here's the thing. I've actually seen Aubameyang, and Arsenal fans could tell you. I could even name the games. Olympiacos. This guy has had a gilt-edged chance in key European ties, even in the Europa League. This guy is prone to missing the simplest chances.
I agree.
Let's be real.
Thank you. Every player's missed chances.
No, not like that. Not like that.
Messi.
No, not like that, dude. Not like that.
Kylian Mbappe, is the best player in the world in terms of some people, but he missed chances.
He does, but not like this. It's not the same way. I've seen this guy. I can't trust him. I just can't. I personally, I don't know if I'm the only one here. If I'm the only one, that's okay.
You are the only one. You're your own.
I've seen this guy, man.
I'm
I'm
with you. I'm
securing myself. I've seen
It's
this
a
guy.
lie. You're not with him. You're not with him. See, the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is this. Drogba
I have a question though.
Abdullah,
I have a question.
Everybody missed chances.
Okay,
do you understand?
Right, Daniel.
Is Aubameyang trying to leave Barcelona or leaving Barcelona because he wants to play or because he wants to come back to London? And any club would do. So his life in London, his house that he probably hasn't sold, his family, whatever the case may be. Like, is the primary motivation I want to go to Chelsea, or is it I want to go back to London? And if the answer is I want to go back to London more than I want to play for Chelsea, the disciplinary issues that got him out of Arsenal, whether it's being late to training, staying too late on trips abroad, getting suspended, losing his captaincy, are those things that you guys are comfortable with?
I think the two things is, Danny, let me answer that. Because I let you talk about Aubameyang, and in Arsenal Football Club, Mikel Arteta has an issue in terms of ego players. When the player is bigger, when the manager doesn't have that caliber of nurturing a player, an egoistic player in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, you will have that problem. Zinedine doesn't have that problem because he has players that he knows that Ronaldo has an ego that I want to win. He doesn't care about who. He just want to win.
He wants to win.
Sometimes you need that ego, those ego in your team that will kind of lift the team up. Aubameyang is like someone that wants to be on the team, wants to play. Yes, he can enjoy himself, go to London, go to parties and everything. As long as you're delivering on the pitch, I'm cool with that. I want you 100%.
So, Daniel, what I would say is, I have not read a report. Pre him leaving or pre Arteta complaining about his disciplinary. I've not read it anywhere about having disciplinary issue.
Why do you think he left Gabon?
So the thing is, if managers and teams can tolerate Balotelli, I don't think this guy is that bad. So I wouldn't.
I mean, if you're in the same sentence as Balotelli, I mean,
so just what
there, but I get it.
I'm just giving you a perspective so that you can understand my own point of view. So I'm not worried. I think we're just trying to pick the air, and you can say, okay, he had problems. So what problem did Willian had in Arsenal? The guy said after 6 months, he didn't want to be there.
And he gave up like 22 million. He gave up like 20 million.
He gave up money.
So
exactly. If the whole environment was that perfect and the manager was, lovely Dudley, why did he want to leave?
No, I think his one was a situation where, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a personal issue back in Brazil, which is why he
So
focused.
that's what I'm trying to say. That you never know. We don't know the details. You never know. But
No. Like we know the details of Aubameyang is that he went on a trip, or he said he needed to go abroad for personal reasons, whether to
Yeah.
France or to Gabon because someone in his family was sick or whatever the case was, and he was late coming back when he said that he would be back. So Arteta suspended him, I think against Southampton or Brentford, one of
He
those
didn't
teams
even
that wear
he
white
didn't
and red
even start
stripes.
the North London derby, man. I remember he had a disciplinary issue and he didn't start the North London derby.
Abdullah,
I
the
need
issue,
someone to tell me that.
the issue
And
with Aubameyang,
they stripped him
issue,
of the captaincy. So
the issue,
what I'm saying is,
Mhm.
have those issues, those disciplinary issues, been sorted out?
the issue with Aubameyang was not
that's what I'm trying
sidetrack.
to say.
He
doesn't
missed
have
one. The
he
issue with
doesn't have
Aubameyang,
the
the issue
issue.
was that he's a repeat offender. He does it time and time and time and time again. And that was the last straw. The last one was the last straw. That's the issue. Being a captain of Arsenal, you cannot do that. You have to set the example. And he never did. Same issue to have with Dortmund as well. Exact same issue was discipline. Discipline to lead and play your part. He was a great player, but the discipline part in African by no timekeeping, show up anytime you want to show up.
Zero timekeeping.
That's the issue.
Did you just don't put that on the whole continent, bro? Jesus, man! Like
African time.
some of us are punctual. Some of us.
No. The thing is, I'm not disputing what you guys are saying, but to be honest, I have not known him to have a disciplinary issue. I know there was an incident, but that's different from it being an issue. But if you guys say he has an issue, I'm sure Tuchel is well informed about these issues. He
People
has.
Tuchel had said it in the press that he said it since he's been coaching PM with Aubameyang in Dortmund. He has no issues with Aubameyang. He said we speak mostly every time.
Abdullah, let me ask you a real question here, right?
Okay.
So is the reason why you are going for this guy is because there's nobody else to go for, or because you need him? Right? Is that if you're going for him because there's nobody else in the market?
No, it's because see this is it now. Is he someone I want right now? Nope.
Okay.
Because I'm willing to wait till next year to get a more better all round.
No, Abdullah, you're going too far. Tuchel wants the guy.
That's where I'm going to.
Yeah, okay. This is
Thomas
Tuchel's
Tuchel
guy.
Thomas Tuchel is obsessed. He's
Exactly.
in love with Aubameyang. He's second to none.
I think he's in love with the Aubameyang he coached at Dortmund, not the Aubameyang that's coming from Arsenal, going to Barcelona, and coming back.
Yeah,
to
but
Arsenal.
still, man, umbilical cord is umbilical cord, you know?
You know something?
Umbilical cord is umbilical cord. If you coach, that's why you see coaches that, players that played with them 5 seasons ago come back and play for them again. And you wonder why. Like, what's his name? What's my guy that used to play for QPR? My favorite midfielder, English cat, that used to headbutt everybody.
Joey Barton.
Barton, Joey, my guy.
You're sick, man. You're sick.
Joey, that's my guy now. Come on.
Tasting players is so wretched.
Yo,
Joey, my guy. Joey B. Football is not the same anymore, man.
So I can see, Carl, I can understand what Daniel is in terms of disciplinary action, and I'm very sure Thomas Tuchel I'm very sure he is aware of that in terms of that disciplinary action. And I think I understand in Arsenal is captain. There's a lot of leadership, responsibility, and everything. Like Roblo said, Aubameyang is coming to play with the team, not him being the superstar. This is what he needs to understand. The difference between Arsenal and Chelsea is, in Arsenal, you can be that big man, superstar. In Chelsea, he is a commodity. You have to play with the team.
Preach.
You gotta play with the team. Arsenal, he wants to be that main man. I am Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. In Chelsea, there's a standard.
You're a number. You're a number, man.
You gotta play with the team. To win, you have to play with the team. You gotta. And if Thomas Tuchel said he want Aubameyang, as a fans, I'm gonna go with what they want. You want Aubameyang? Fair enough. You're gonna get Aubameyang. Is it what I want? No. But if the manager wants Aubameyang, 100% I will support him. You want Aubameyang? Go ahead.
You see, okay. Then
how old is he?
Just
How old is he?
He just got 33 this year.
33.
This is like this is the same vibe like Atletico buying Suarez. It's the same vibe.
I mean,
think about that time they went for him
won
again.
them the league, though. I mean, that won them the league.
You just never know. Like, listen,
this is the same vibe as United buying Cavani.
No.
That's more accurate.
No.
You don't think this guy can help us win
he
the
had a
league or
decent
Champions
season.
League?
No, Cavani scored what, like 17 goals in all comps? Like, he had a pretty good season.
No, but
Daniel,
hold on. Daniel, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Objectives.
Daniel, let me ask you a question. You don't think Aubameyang can maybe help us get to Champions League finals or even win the EPL?
No,
That's such a stretch.
No, I'm just asking. I'm asking you a question. Sorry.
Try.
So you're saying it's impossible?
Anything
it won't
is
be
possible,
him. It won't be
not
him.
Probable.
It won't be him.
But hold on, though. Hold on. Anyways, I don't want to. Let's not drag this because I was going to tell Abdullah to pull up the table from last season. Let's see how many goals we were off number one, and then 30. Let's see. So
30
how many
or
goals?
40.
You are saying goals by committee, Blue Eyes. Don't change your tone.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just hold on because remember, I already said it. If Aubameyang gives me 10 to 15 goals, I'm good. But the thing about when somebody can score 10 to 15 goals like Aubameyang, that means 10 to 15 goals is going to come as a package with assists.
Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
Blue Eyes.
He doesn't get assists.
I think what most people are not seeing, they are not seeing the bigger picture.
Exactly.
With what we have now, if you then remove Havertz and you put in Aubameyang, so that means as a defender, you have Aubameyang, Raheem Sterling, and Mason Mount running against you for 90 minutes. Don't tell me that's not cooking.
Dead football, bro. Mount, Aubameyang, and
that is fantastic. That's a fantastic three from you.
What? That stinks.
Chelsea have gone from Ousmane Dembele, Sterling,
that's a fantastic
and
front three
Rafinha,
for me, man.
and now taking rejects from Barcelona.
A blue collar, yes, a blue collar front three is what I want. Thank you. Well said.
Just go. Go buy Anthony Gordon and Harvey Barnes and all the.
They're coming. Anthony Gordon is on his way.
He said they're coming.
He's coming.
This guy.
He's on his way.
You sound excited.
Of course, I'm pumped. I'm pumped, man. I'm excited.
Eddie, how you doing? Eddie, how you doing?
Join me, Eddie, bro.
Listening to people like Blue Eyes,
Aubameyang,
bruh. Listening to people like Blue Eyes and Abdullah, I feel sick, man. Like yo, make me sick. You literally, oh my god.
Eddie.
Oh no! Abdul, stop, please.
Eddie, I'm still waiting for you.
No, listen to this guy. Give us your submission. All you're gonna do is give us submission. Give us your submission.
This guy literally said Mason Mount, Sterling, and Aubameyang. Oh,
that's fire, man. That's fire on the mountain, man. That's fire.
The thing is, that's fifth place, bro. That's fifth place.
This is the problem. This is the problem. The market is trash right now. That's the first thing. And Chelsea are desperate for players. Would I take Aubameyang on a loan deal? Yeah. On a permanent deal? No. Yeah, I know. But on a permanent deal, man, you're killing yourself, man.
This is Barca Sports. See chairman everywhere.
No resale value either. No resale value
either.
This
there is no value in this transfer, man. Like, you're gonna give him a 3-year deal to come here and take your money.
I agree. Eddie Bongo.
Shirt sales. Where did the difference is? At this moment right now, do I trust Kai Havertz or PM Aubameyang in centre forward?
You better trust Kai. You. You better trust Kai. I don't hear Aubameyang.
That's true. Abdullah, you ain't got no.
Eddie, why
you have nowhere to run, Abdullah. You have nowhere to run.
Let me land.
What did you say?
Why don't you just buy Aubameyang? Giroud was good for us, right? Even at that age.
Bro, you're not gonna compare.
But Giroud was a way better striker. Giroud was a proper like.
But Aubameyang was world class 2 years ago, right?
Yeah,
no.
But
you wasn't world class 2 years ago.
Hold on.
2 years ago.
Hold on. You've got to look at what their best qualities are, or what their profiles are as players.
Aubameyang is like
Giroud's profile is one that lasts longer than Aubameyang. Aubameyang depends on his pace and movement, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, his pace, he's not lost pace though. He's not lost pace.
Hey,
I
guys,
watched him the last 6 months in Barcelona. He has not lost pace.
He can sprint, but
Guys,
he's not got the
guys,
thing.
quick, just like a point. Like we all have points, but you got to let people land. So like, stop interrupting people midway through their shit. I'm bad at this, but I'm just hearing it now. It's just like let people at least complete their paragraph before you jump in with your point.
Daniel,
I know it's gonna be great.
Daniel.
I know your point is gonna be amazing, but
Daniel, I hear you, but I think there's a method to the madness already. There is rhythm. There is rhythm in what you think is chaos. Because sometimes, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. It's not. But I hear you. But I hear you. It's very important. But it's very important to also note what I said.
Okay, guys. No worries. I won't interrupt again. Who was talking?
It was on Eddie.
Yeah. Look. The problem with Aubameyang is he helps you for this season, but then you look at next season and after, you're back in the same problem when you're overpaying him. You don't know if you're going to sell Lukaku next season, and you potentially need another striker. And you're looking at next season someone like Nkunku, I think Tuchel wanted this year, becoming available, because let's not forget that's someone he has ready to go as well. So just looking at it, look, you might as well keep whatever you have right now. Let's face it, you're not selling Cho, you're not selling all of them at the same time. Cho, Pulisic, and Ziyech, right? You keep one or two of those. If you have to use youth players, use them, because you've got your 3 starters. Unfortunately, we've got Mount, you got Sterling, you got Havertz. That's your starters this year. Yeah, invest in the midfield, invest in defense, get those solid, and focus on investing in the attack going forward. Aubameyang is only a transfer that help you this season. That's why I say get that loan deal sorted and then move on. That's just me though. But look, this guy's a diminishing player, man. Yo, oh god, I don't know. You guys take him if you want, but for me, it's a loan deal.
Eddie, Emi, Pierre, Aubameyang to Chelsea.
Hey, I like this guy though. I like Aubameyang. I won't lie to you. I'll be very big admirer of this guy. So I hear what Eddie's saying, but the thing is, Todd Bowley wants to win now. The guy wants to announce himself with Chelsea this season. He has spent so much already. He can't spend all this money and then you just tell him, "Oh, bro, this season, let's just take it easy." No, bro, he wants to win now. Like this, Todd Bowley wants to win now. Get this team completed, and then he moves on to the next phase of developing, Chelsea as a club. I think Chelsea gets this guy. He can still do a good job for 2 seasons. And let's see when the next best thing comes up. Next season will be worse than this season. Believe me, in terms of quality. The quality of players have been going down, season after season.
It's worse.
It's getting worse, right? So next season, unless Broha bangs 25 goals in the league somewhere, somehow, or Kai Havertz finds a way to score 20, man, we'll keep reeling ourselves and saying, hey, why didn't we just get a proven striker? Last season, so I saw a stat. Last season, we scored 76 goals. That's the 3rd most goals we've scored in Roman era. Let that sink in. Last year, even when our attackers were shit, we still scored the 3rd most goals in the Premier League in Roman era, right? The outliers, 2009, 2010, and the last time we won the league. I think the last time we won the league, we scored 80-something goals. But what I'm just saying is, imagine Tuchel's system. I know people say Tuchel Obama, blah, 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 oh, played dread football, but we're still scoring goals somehow. Somehow we're able to share the goals among, almost all our players. People can score. But the thing is, if we have a proven goal scorer, I think it lifts the team to score more goals. I think with this guy, at least we'll score. I'm not saying he's going to score up to 20. I don't think he can score 20 in the league anymore. At least 15 goals. That covers the goals of, what's his name? Lukaku Werner in the league last year, at least. And then who knows, anything else will be added bonus because we've not replaced Lukaku and Werner's goals. I'm scared that we'll go on this season, fix the defense, get to midfield. We can't score goals. We're not scoring enough goals. And yeah, we end up, fourth or third. People are going to look back at this season and say, hey, we spent all this money. But at the end of the season, there was nothing to show. We just came fourth or third and, probably went out of all the domestic cups and the Champions League. I don't think that's what we want to do. We've spent already so much. Let's just make it happen. Because this season, Liverpool is weaker. Man City is weaker. I think they are. Because Bernardo Silva is going to leave. I think he's going to leave.
I'm not sure. Let me newsflash, Emmy. Bernardo Silva is not going anywhere.
He's not leaving.
He's not leaving.
Bernardo is not leaving.
I had PSG ready to drop some money.
No, that's not bullshit.
Bernardo is going to win his contract.
Okay.
Yeah,
if
about
Bernardo
Bernardo
Silva
Silva, you understand
that's actually that makes sense.
The Bernardo Silva deal, I talked about this before. I said this is all whole things about money play. His wages right now is 150K per week. Jack Grealish is 300K, right? Right.
He's pushing for more money.
It's obscene that Bernardo is half of Jack Grealish.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I agree. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's all money play. So he's not going this year, and I think he's 28. Next year is going to be 29. Barcelona's not coming back for him. We get a new contract, get another couple of years, and see his contract out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to be happening. He's going to stay.
Yeah, but I know Liverpool is weaker this season, and maybe Man City.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
I want to be serious conversation about
Arsenal is stronger this season for sure. I think I see an opportunity to go for the league this season.
Emmy, don't do this.
Okay, Emmy, no. Hold on.
Emmy, kick him out. Kick him out.
Emmy, wait. Emmy, wait.
Emmy, he said Emmy.
Hold on. Wait, let me ask you this question.
Question.
Without Aubameyang, where did Chelsea finish this season?
Without Aubameyang?
Yeah.
Then we'll finish fourth or fifth.
So are you saying Aubameyang? Hold on. You're saying Aubameyang is the difference between Chelsea finishing fourth and first?
Man, Aubameyang will leave this team.
Yes or no? Yes.
How many goals did he score last year?
Abdullahi, please kick this man out.
Kick him out.
You're a fraud.
Kick him out.
You're a fraud.
Abdullahi, this is a democracy, man. Everybody has a
this will leave Chelsea up. I'm telling you guys.
Up where?
What? He said up where?
Emmy, bro. Honestly, Emmy, I respect you, bro, because you're the only one in here that, and maybe Blue Eyes, man. You're the only one in here that actually believe in your team, man. Everybody else just bending over.
Why? You want us to lie, Wilson? You want us to lie and tell them? You started saying we were going to be Liverpool in final.
It's either here or there. Like,
Dude, there's a difference between being a fan.
The other part of his leg.
Emmy, there's a difference between being a fan and being delusional. Please.
No, guys.
Come on.
Sorry, let me make this important statement. Right. The thing is, sometimes I look at Chelsea supporters or fans.
Oh God.
And I look at them as if they're saboteurs sometimes.
Why?
Like, they just tend to sabotage. They love to sabotage in a way, like intellectually sabotage Chelsea. Because look, let's be honest.
Thank you.
Let's be honest here, right? If it was Klopp or Pep Guardiola that was going for some of these players, I tell you, we will have a positive spin.
Well, that's body of work, isn't it? That's body of work.
Let me finish. People will have a positive spin to agree scientifically why these players are good for.
Sorry, I disagree with you. If Aubameyang has come to City, I'm not taking him more. Like never.
That's if you guys inside Erling Haaland and Haaland was
play the false nine. Play the false nine again, I beg. No, I don't want to Aubameyang.
You want to play false nine and what happened to you last season will happen again?
We won the
Okay,
league.
so last season
The
for
reason
the
they didn't
stat
win the
merchant,
Champions League.
No, but
for
it's
the
the
last
Champions
season,
League
right?
for them, right? What cost them?
See,
What
let
made
me
them not to win the Champions League?
Emmy. Aubameyang,
It's nothing to do
right?
with the false nine.
Ordinarily,
I
Aubameyang
think
has
he's a
no business
striker.
coming to
I think
Chelsea.
he's a striker.
Let's be clear. Let's be very
Last
factual,
season,
right? Aubameyang
last
has
season,
no business.
Aubameyang played.
Hold on. Aubameyang has no
Let's see
business
what
coming to
Aubameyang's
Chelsea
done
Football
last
Club.
season. Go
Okay,
on.
we're talking about Chelsea Football Club, not Arsenal, not a renegade Barcelona. We're talking about Chelsea Football Club. Diego Costa, Didier Drogba. You're talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
See, you're calling all these players, Carl, but
Name
the
the
thing
other
is,
ones.
right?
Name the other ones as well.
There is
Don't run away.
there are no those talents. They don't exist anymore in football.
But don't settle for Aubameyang, man.
Yeah,
Seriously.
But if Aubameyang
No,
is all you can get, who do you want to
Then
go
let the
for?
coach innovate.
Carl, who do they go for?
Yes.
Who do they go for in
do
the
you want us
market
to
right
go
now?
for? Benzema?
In the market,
We cannot get Benzema. We can't get
in the market
Lewandowski.
right now. Who do they go for right now in
We
the
tried
market?
Lukaku last year.
You hold
100
fast.
million.
You
That
hold
was the
firm.
dream.
problem, not be
You hold firm
No
for
problem.
entire
You guys
season
have
when your
Romelu
rival
Lukaku.
got stronger.
You guys had Romelu
Hold
Lukaku,
firm.
right? Last year. What happened to him? Right? He was the hot cake from Inter Milan, came to the Premier League under Tuchel, went back Inter Milan for 7 million on loan. 100 million gone down the drain. The problem is not a striker. The problem is a system.
Thank you.
But we scored more goals. We scored a lot of goals last year, though.
My guy,
Without
from a neutral, I know that
people are actively saying Lukaku shouldn't be on the team. Why? Because Kai Havertz flows better and we play better as a team. Let's not.
Look. Wait, before we move on, Aubameyang's numbers, right? 17.
I'm looking at them here.
Wait,
he played
17,
last season. Last season he played 38 games
Wait.
and he scored 20 goals.
Let me just break it down. 17 games in La Liga, 11 goals, 1 assist. 17 games in La Liga, 11 goals, 1 assist. This is La Liga. You cannot say La Liga is a German league. 11 goals, 1 assist in 17 matches.
Not bad.
But look at the Premier League, though. Look at the Premier League. Look at the Premier League. Look at the Premier League, though. Last season he played 14 matches, scored 4 goals. So in total, last season in all competitions.
Sorry, go back to the Premier League numbers because he was in the Premier League.
No,
go back to
NK, there's context that goes into that because remember him and Ateta, there was a fallout. There was
there's a fallout.
No, but it's true. You're making it seem like a
1 minute. Wilson, can I ask a question then? So
ask a question, Nana.
Yeah, I'll ask
no,
a question.
but let me just finish making my point, though, right?
Go
All
ahead.
I'm saying, last season, he only in 38 matches in all competition from La Liga, Premier League, Europa League, EFL Cup. Last season in all competition, he played 38 matches. He had 20 goals, 3 assists, and 3 yellow cards. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me land. So I just want you guys.
I'm sure many people on this panel didn't know that.
I'm just gonna say this because someone I think it was Daniel mentioned this earlier, but I'm gonna say it in my own way. This thinks of Arsenal signing David Luiz, Willian, all these guys. It's just this guy. You know, this guy got an Arsenal tattoo on himself. You know that, right? This guy got Arsenal tattoo on himself.
It doesn't matter.
He's not coming here for ease of life.
Are you saying that he didn't score the goals or the goals were not goals?
4 goals in 14 appearances isn't saying the world of light. I just want to let
you know how him and Arsenal left last season, right?
And
what?
Emmy, what do you want me to say?
He said they look better.
Let's move on.
No,
I'm sorry, guys.
We're gonna have another controversy.
I'm not doing it.
No,
Abdullah, before you move on, right? NK, the reason why you go for Aubameyang because your rival got stronger, man. Arsenal and Spurs, they got stronger.
I'm not just gonna sign any Tom, Dick, and Harry just because.
Then you rather come 5th?
No. I'd rather come.
So you rather come 5th?
I'd rather come top 4. It's not guy.
You're not getting top 4.
Why?
Because Spurs are stronger.
They might be stronger, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're finishing top 4. That doesn't mean.
You don't have a striker. You're not going to score.
Hold up. So have we got weaker?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
No, Lukaku goals.
Okay.
Lukaku wasn't doing anything anyway.
Listen, Emmy, let me tell you, Arsenal is like
now.
Emmy. Arsenal,
you guys keep on believing Arsenal.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Emmy, Arsenal is. I hear you talking about Arsenal, but Arsenal is like you know that Christmas time when everybody comes home. Like everybody comes home, like family reunion. You all converge in the village and you start watching old movies.
like Home Alone. Remember those movies, Home Alone? Because you already know how the movie is going to end, but you still watch it.
Thank you.
So now we are just watching us now. We know how the movie will end. Okay.
This guy, let's move on, Abdullah.
Yeah, we can move on. We can move on.
You guys have already
Yeah.
have a controversy.
Right.
Another controversy is coming up right now. Daniel, unmute your mic.
Mbappe,
before you go on, yeah, why aren't Chelsea going in for Wilfred Zaha?
I want to talk, guys.
Because Zaha doesn't press. Zaha doesn't press.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank
Daniel,
you.
Wilfred
I'm
Zaha
VP.
to Chelsea, Ismaila Sarr from Watford to Crystal Palace.
Oh, wait, is this actually rumored?
Yeah, it's Manasar. Yeah.
Oh,
Ismaila Sarr.
thank you.
No, yeah, it's not for Zaha. It's for Elise.
Let's talk.
30
It's for
million,
Jordan Ayew.
30 million for
Don't
Wilfred
ever say
Zaha.
Jordan Ayew in this stream again, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
He's replacing Jordan Ayew.
Yeah, Abdullah.
Why?
Abdullah.
Now, why,
See
man?
see that money,
Jordan is
man.
a bad boy. Yo.
Sorry for my language. He fucking
No,
stinks.
Jordan is a bad
Guys,
boy. Yo.
let me get cow.
Abdullah,
Before I go to
Abdullah,
that,
see all that money when I was spending on waste on Aubameyang, yeah? Put it on this guy's head. You get more productivity from him. I'm telling
Why?
you, Aubameyang is on
Why?
a joyride. Aubameyang is closing up his career. Anywhere where money didn't ain't go face. I'm telling you. I tell you, man.
Facts.
Telling you. Use the
Daniel,
money on Zaha.
Wilfred.
See, if from a City perspective, right, I'm more afraid of Zaha than I am of Aubameyang.
Yeah, but Zaha's not going to be cheap, no.
30 million for Zaha.
He will cook.
It's not 30 million. It's not
It's 30 million. That's what
He told you
said.
this. He told you that valuation.
30 million.
He has
That's
a year
what
or two
Matlo
left.
said.
He has a
Oh,
year.
this
He has
guy
1 year
has
left
a year
on
on
his
his
contract.
I think a year or two. Someone check it. Someone check it.
I think it's 2 years.
No, he has 1 year on his contract.
Yeah, then it's done.
He has a 1 year on his contract.
Then it's gonna go.
So Daniel, Wilfred
Yo.
Zaha.
I think they're looking in the right place, but they're going for the wrong person.
Oh, come on, man.
Good.
So Crystal Palace
Give
is
it
the
Elise.
correct.
He wants AZ. He wants AZ.
Crystal Palace is the correct place to look, but Zaha is not the name you want. You want Eze,
I told you.
and the way you get him is you give up Gallagher.
Yes, Gamma. Yeah. I agree.
Crystal Palace want Gallagher. Vieira's talked about him damn near in every press conference.
See, yeah. I'm
Listen,
doing that.
show up-
I'm doing that deal every
let me
day.
let-
If
let-
it's-
Show up with Conor
I will come to you. Don't worry.
So you show up with Conor Gallagher.
Nah. Anyways, when you come to me,
I know Blue Ice wants to keep Gallagher because of his passport, but
no. Listen,
give him
I'll
to Crystal
come to
Palace
you.
and you take Eze. That would be my solution. But to what's on the
Eze is
screen,
no. All I wanted to say
if you
is
can't get
Eze
Eze,
is not ready.
then Zaha is a good alternative, and I would take him obviously because he can dribble, he scores enough goals. I think if you put him in a better team, you'd see a better version. The only thing you could really critique Zaha about is his attitude, his temper. But I'm in the camp that Zaha is the player he is, and he's as good as he is because he plays with that chip on his shoulder. If you take that from him, then he wouldn't be as compelling or as good. So you just kind of have to live with his temper and him wanting to fight everybody because that's how you get the best with Zaha. So you kind of just have to take
And
that.
look at his productivity.
So why can't we just have to take Aubameyang and his antics?
No, but I was asking a question if his behavioral issues are unique to Arsenal and Gabon, or if it's something more indicative of his character.
If you're misbehaving for your national team, that tells
Chelsea
me
would
everything I
need
need
to
to
worry
know.
about.
Wait, hold on.
No, but some of the coaches.
If you're misbehaving for your national team, it does.
No, some of these coaches are some of these coaches are something else. So some of these
I'm
coaches
not saying if you're misbehaving for your national team, it tells me everything I need to know.
To close. If I could land, the only behavioral issue with Zaha that we've seen off the pitch, obviously on the pitch he has his attitude issues. The only thing off the pitch is maybe David Moyes' daughter has been an issue.
This guy's sick.
But other than that, I think he's been pretty clean. So I'm done.
Eddie, Wilfred Zaha. Now talk.
Finally, we're talking about some real balls. Look, Daniel, I see what you're saying with Eze, but for me, it's not ready, man. Is it? I don't think he'll thrive under the pressure at Chelsea. I think you give him 1 or 2 seasons to really cook up there at Palace and refine his game. He's not a good coach. Let him do his thing there. But hey, you want to give up Gallagher for Zaha? You can have him. Zaha Chelsea will be good, man. This is the profile of player that we need. Look, he's not gonna give. Let's not act like he's gonna give you 20 goals a season, but he drastically improves what you have up front. He can take on a man. Slightly worried about how Tuchel will use him. Look, Tuchel become the problem for me here because he's exactly what Chelsea need, but it's just how he'll be used, right? Because last thing you want is you go stick him up at false nine and you're not giving him balls to do what he needs to do, or he doesn't get enough ball to cook in the game. But if Chelsea are looking for a player, forget Aubameyang, go get Zaha and cooking, man, because this is exactly what Chelsea need. Him and Sterling. Look, I don't rate Sterling that much. Him, Sterling, add your Kai or Broha or whatever you want to add to that mix. I'm happy with that. I'm not saying it's perfect, but for this season, we can ride.
Vuitton with Zaha. I'll mute your mic. Enki, Zaha.
I'll take him. It's more. I'm warming to this more so than Aubameyang. With all due respect, I get the name brand that Aubameyang is, but I prefer this one. If you give me a choice, I'll take Olise over any suggestions so far. But I could work with Zaha. I think he's very underrated due to the fact that he plays for Crystal Palace. So I think people look at him a bit sideways. But I think he's a great player. Would he work in this team? I don't know. But that sort of dynamo is what we need in this team, because let's face it, guys. When we were watching the Tottenham game, I mean, we were solid, and I give Tuchel credit for that. We were very solid, but in terms of attacking play, lackluster, and I feel like Zaha could be a difference maker. So in that sense, yes, if you compare him to the wingers we have, Ziyech, Pulisic, I don't think he's better than Cho, but Ziyech, Pulisic, and all these guys, not feeling these guys, man. I'm not feeling these guys. So yeah, I'll take Zaha. I'll take Zaha over Aubameyang or anything. He should be one of the earlier signings. I don't think we should be looking to sign Aubameyang unless we're desperate. So I'll say Zaha is a good signing. That is the right sort of profile. That's the right sort of profile. Yes.
Abdul with Zaha.
Yeah, that's another good player. I like him because he's strong and is flexible. And sometimes in sports, it's difficult to find sportsmen or women who are strong and flexible at the same time. And one thing I like about Zaha is his level is still high, even at the 90-something minutes. So he can run at the 90-something minutes like he can run at the first minute of a game. So as I've said earlier on, if you look at the bigger picture, you kind of see maybe what Tuchel wants to do. So, for example, if you have Raheem Sterling, Zaha, and Kai Havertz, or Raheem Sterling, Zaha, and Mason Mount running at you for 90 minutes, that's trouble for the defense, for the opposing defense. So, and somebody said 30 million. I think 30 million is a steal if you're looking for a player that will supplement your forward players or your forward line. So it's not a brainer to me. Like, take him. Somebody said he plays with a chip on his shoulder. I think that's part of what actually makes him. I heard him once say something like he doesn't really spend, he's not one of those that like to walk around with entourage, because he believes when he goes onto the pitch, all the responsibility falls on his shoulder. And so he's willing and capable of carrying all the pressure by himself, and he understands that most of these people are actually not carrying the pressure for him, something along those lines. So he has a chip on his shoulder, which actually adds to his game on the pitch. And as somebody said, I think it was is it Carl that said it, that he's actually more scared of Zaha than Aubameyang. I will have the two of them if I'm going to lose Ziyech, Pulisic, and Cho. I see no reason why I cannot have the two of them. And if you look at those three players, Cho, Pulisic, and Ziyech, to me, all the three of them, Zaha is an upgrade to the three of them. So I will readily have him. I have no qualms and having him. I think maybe he went to Manchester a bit too early in his career. He was talking about him living alone by himself at Manchester at 21, 22, him not being too disciplined. And then Louis van Gaal was a bit too harsh on him or too strict on him. So maybe he went to a big club a bit too early. But I think if he comes, he will actually like the challenge in a way. He'll be equal to the task. So why not? Why not?
King Black with Zaha.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah?
Zaha, no. Absolutely not.
What in the world?
Absolutely
King
not.
Black from downtown.
Absolutely not.
Why? Tell us.
Absolutely not. No. This guy can only thrive. First of all, I'm going to give different reasons. But I want to start from saying there's a reason why this guy is 29 at Crystal Palace.
Because he signed a 5-year contract and they wouldn't let him leave.
Yeah, he signed a slave deal. What do you want him to do? He signed a slave deal.
I can't
You can only
believe what
play
I've
the
been hearing
counter-attacking system,
for over 30 minutes. And people are saying Aubameyang came from Dortmund to Arsenal to Barcelona. It's no joke. They are both Africans. It's no joke. You can't compare. You can't put them on the same pedestal at all. Aubameyang is clear. He's clear.
In 2022,
at 33, I'll still pick him 10 times out of 10 over this guy. It is the reason he's 29 at Crystal Palace. There's a particular reason for that. There's a reason Arsenal, Man City, Bayern Munich, Barcelona have not tried to make.
What's the reason?
Yeah, but Alan Shearer. But what about Alan Shearer and Newcastle? Like, I don't get it. Like, Alan. How long was Alan Shearer at Newcastle?
Let King Black.
I'm going to make.
Sorry, King. What you need to realize is, I understand you saying he's still at Crystal Palace as 29, but he's actually one of the highest paid, if not the highest paid. So he's more or less like
I'm going to make a bet. I'm going to make a bet with anyone here that AZ is not going to use 3 more seasons at Crystal Palace. You know a player.
Absolutely.
He's not going to use 3 more seasons.
I agree.
He's not going to. I don't care how much they pay.
What happens if he signs a 7-year deal?
I don't think so.
Let me just start saying. Let me just give you reasons why this guy will be a negative for Chelsea. First of all, wait now. This guy, I watch him for Cote d'Ivoire. What country does he play for?
Cote d'Ivoire.
He does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. He plays on transition. Only on transition. He doesn't press. He doesn't put in work. He just waits for the team. They give him the ball over 5-6 seasons. He does absolutely nothing until they pass him the ball, and the fullbacks they overlap. Everyone overlaps, so it looks like a star boy. At Chelsea, he has to put in work. There's a reason why our strikers have been failing. He has to have brain. This guy loses the ball more than 10 times. I know he's good, he can dribble, right? But the times he loses the ball, we frustrate. We are complaining about Pulisic and you want to get Zaha. He's going to be moaning about referee decision. I don't care if this guy is 0. I don't want to have him. If we don't have to pay a transfer fee, I don't want to have him. This is another baggage. And you're comparing to Aubameyang. He went just for half a season. He had 12 goals. With a crap team with no midfield. With 17-year-old midfield.
Don't do that. Are you talking about Barcelona?
Yes.
Oh, you're sick,
Barcelona
man.
were
You're
8.
sick, man. You're
They
sick,
were
man.
8 position before he went there.
You're sick, man.
They were 8 in the league. He saved Xavi's
Yeah, but
coaching
Nana,
career.
he's speaking facts. 11 goals. He scored 11
No,
goals.
he did score, but don't say the
12.
midfield was trash. I don't want to hear the midfield was trash. What was this?
They were 8 though before he came.
They were, but the midfield wasn't trash. Two things could be true, but
So
the
why
midfield
were
was
they
trash.
8? Why were they 8?
Sometimes that's like saying, why did the
Sometimes-
Aubameyang score 4 goals? The manager wasn't getting it done.
Bro,
They got a new manager. They got it done.
Exactly.
Aubameyang,
Has nothing to do with Aubameyang.
Aubameyang.
Had nothing to do with
Would you
Aubameyang.
agree
All
with
about
me
Xavi.
that Aubameyang put Barcelona from 8 to 2nd?
So,
Right?
so you talk about so does Aubameyang press?
No.
Does Aubameyang press?
They had Ferran Torres before Aubameyang, right?
Does Aubameyang press?
No.
They had Ferran
Does he work
Torres.
hard?
Bro, it's a
Does he
yes or no
work hard?
question. It's a yes or no question.
He actually works hard.
So Aubameyang works hard.
Yes,
Aubameyang
Aubameyang played at
Emmy,
he played under Tuchel in Dortmund, right? And he worked
You know
hard.
Aubameyang presses.
Emmy,
Wait, bro.
I understand
Abdul,
the need to get a striker in. What
I
I don't understand is this compromise. Is what I don't get from Chelsea. I don't get it, guys. I swear.
Okay,
you don't need this clown Aubameyang. You don't need it.
No,
Bro,
I'll take Aubameyang, man.
My guy, this is a guy. This is a guy who Arsenal rejected. Go watch All or Nothing. They kicked him out.
Bro,
because Arsenal is crap. How many players have come from Arsenal to Chelsea?
Let me ask you,
and
Emmy,
lifted the
Gabriel
Champions League?
Jesus or Aubameyang?
Bro,
who you have right now?
Bro, ever since
I'll take Gabriel
Let me
Jesus.
give
Of
you. Let
course.
me tell you.
But that's my point, Emmy. My point is, Emmy,
Bro,
this guy
let
is
me
he's
tell you
not
something.
Chelsea
Let
quality.
me finish my point on.
But we don't have-
People have been
we don't
talking of
have
Zaha. There's a reason he's 29 years
Okay,
old.
go
in
ahead.
Crystal Palace.
When
No top
when
player in the
don't worry,
Premier
we'll
League
talk about
clocked 29 at a small club like Crystal Palace. No disrespect. No player. No top player. Guehi in the next 3 seasons, he will be having big bids from club. You think he's going to sit down there till he's 29? No player. He doesn't have an ambition. And you're going to bring him.
That's not true. No, but that's a lie, bro.
What kind of a lie is this?
It's a lie. You just don't want to hit the
It's
nail
a
on the
lie.
head.
That's a lie.
This guy.
Abdullah, go on the
Zaha has
link
been
I put
linked
on
with
the
every club
ever
top
since
6.
private chat.
Ever since Thierry Henry at
Click on the
Arsenal.
link I posted in the private chat.
Okay.
Ever since Thierry Henry at Arsenal, no striker as surpassed Aubameyang goals.
You can
He
have
clocked-
both. I don't understand.
He scored 20 plus goals for
Wait,
Arsenal.
wait,
They
we're
hit
going-
Arsenal team.
Are we going to bring Arsenal into this? Are you really comparing Chelsea to Arsenal?
That's my point. That's my point.
Are you actually comparing Chelsea
But
to
he's
Arsenal?
done it. But Eddie,
Check Aubameyang's
No,
press.
hold on.
Hold on. Saying, right?
Scroll down. Let's look at Aubameyang press. Let's look at Aubameyang.
Hold on. Wait, so you're having a conversation about trying to win league titles in Champions League, and you're comparing Chelsea to Arsenal.
Not really. He compared Chelsea to Arsenal in that way.
He's talking about goal scoring at Chelsea to Arsenal. Different goals.
What he was referring
The fact
to
is there.
was the goals. Was the
fact is,
goals?
there's the reason
It's
why
the goals that he's
Consiglio
talking
needs-
about.
Look at this guy. Look at non-penalty goals. 91 percentile.
Those are nice assists. Continue.
Bro,
I don't like.
hold on. Let's look at his press.
Look at his
Let's
press.
look at his press.
I don't like
Let's
looking
look
at
at his
stats, but that's nice.
No,
assists.
wait, Nana.
We don't like looking at stats.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, was he world class at some point, like a season or two ago?
Not a season or two, maybe 3 or 4.
No, he
Three or
was
four,
world class 2 seasons ago.
Not
Let me
2.
tell you,
Wait a minute.
Wilfred
Why
Zaha
not
has
they-
never been world class. Never.
Aubameyang was world class.
I'm here.
Yes, Aubameyang was world class 2
He
seasons
was
ago.
borderline. He was borderline.
I'm here.
Abdullah. This guy was
I'll give him
scoring
credit.
from free kicks. What?
This-
You guys are
Pierre-Emerick
just, you're just
Aubameyang
gonna
has
wake
won
up.
the Golden Boot
We're
in
just
how
gonna
many
wake up
leagues?
because
He
of
won
what
it.
happened.
He won it in the Bundesliga. He came to the
Emmy,
Premier League. He
Emmy,
won it in the
Hey,
Premier
random.
League.
Okay.
Ask any rival fan. Ask any rival fan. Ask a Liverpool fan. Ask a City fan. Are they afraid of Aubameyang? They'll tell you absolutely no.
And they don't have to be afraid of him.
What?
Tuchel will bring out the Spider-Man in him.
Like they brought him for Lukaku. For Lukaku.
Oh, so
Seriously.
you think Lukaku was ineffective at Chelsea? It's a fact.
So what makes you sure that Aubameyang is going to be
because
effective at Chelsea?
Tuchel has worked with him before, and Tuchel brought out the best in him.
Yeah.
Abdullah. Okay. Check his pressing. The start is here. If you don't
scroll down, Abdullah. Scroll down.
Check his pressing.
Look at his pressures, though.
Look at the pressures.
That's working hard. That's very working hard. Look at that. That's lovely. Lovely. 80% time, bro.
80%.
You guys are victims. You guys are victims. You guys are victims.
Nah.
You guys are victims. Continue. Victims.
Look at his blocks, man. But honestly though, if you guys want Aubameyang, would you guys take CR GOAT, man?
If you ask Barcelona fans,
I'm not taking any of them. I'm not taking any of them. Ideally, no.
They would rather let Memphis Depay.
Oh yeah, they'll let Memphis Depay go because Memphis Depay
even
they waste chances, right?
If anything happens to Lewandowski, they are finished.
The reason why Barcelona fans, the reason why Barcelona
fans, this guy go.
Let me explain. The reason
why doesn't want to let this guy go.
Wait, King. The reason why Barcelona fans would rather let Memphis Depay go is that Barcelona fans believe in the hype, which is why they're getting shit like Rafinha and Kessie.
He said shit.
No, Rafinha. Don't disrespect Rafinha, bro.
Rafinha is a Leeds player, my guy.
Rafinha is a good player.
He's above average. Right? He's above.
Yeah, he's not.
That guy has an explosive World Cup.
Maybe my problem.
Come back here and tell us something different.
Maybe my problem is that I'm overestimating. This is Chelsea Football Club.
This guy sprinting is the guy.
The problem is there's no quality. There's no quality in the market. There's no better quality.
That's all I need.
That's the problem, Carl. You're comparing Chelsea of 2004 to Chelsea of 2022.
Not even 2004.
You're not comparing football.
It could be 2014.
Football in 2004 to 2022 has evolved, right? You have more system kind of players compared to individuals.
Let me say something. Let me say something on the two of them. I've watched with Zaha play. Some like him because of his attitude, and some doesn't like him. Based on what we have right now, Zaha is better player than everything we have in the team right now.
What?
Yes.
You said what?
Wilfred Zaha is better than everybody we have in the team right now. Because
Eddie attacker.
He's not.
I could agree.
Hold on, King. Hold on, King.
He's not better than
Hold on, King.
Right, how can you say he's better than everybody?
I've watched Zaha play.
Zaha
is better than Chilisi. He's better than Odoi. He's better than Timo Werner.
He's not better than Pulisic. He's better than Pulisic.
He's better than Pulisic.
He's not.
So when we watch ball, let's be analytical.
Pulisic is better than Zaha.
Excuse me? No, don't do that. No, stop. Don't do that. I've watched Pulisic in America. I can vividly tell you how good of a player he is.
Both America and Europe and Canada.
Relax.
Pulisic is still better than that guy.
The reason people doesn't talk much about Zaha is because he plays for Crystal Palace. Relax. Just relax on Zaha. Relax.
What about Australia?
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Bro, at a point in the Premier League, he scored 20 league goals, more than 20 league goals twice for Arsenal.
If Chelsea were going for Joao Felix,
they had
for Joao Felix, we're talking serious business now, right? This is an upcoming guy who's in his mid-20s.
But he has a good score of 300.
Joao Felix cannot survive in the Premier League.
That's what you think.
We already have Havertz, and
that's what people say, my guy. Aubameyang, Aubameyang is finished.
No,
Aubameyang is not finished.
You guys get Aubameyang. I guarantee you by Christmas time.
Carl, you know something. Let's put it back. Wait, King, wait. Let's put it back, Carl. If Chelsea buys Aubameyang this weekend, right? By December, by the World Cup, right? He would have scored 6 goals or 7 goals.
That's good. Is that impressive, dude?
That's 6 or 7 goals. Yes. That's 14 games. That's 14 games.
Goals.
Okay. Yes, that's 14 goals already. Yes, that's 14 games.
Some nights already scored 3 goals.
You expect him to score 10 goals in 14 games.
Some other guys have already scored 3 goals in 2 games or 2 goals in 3 games already.
Those people will die down. Like who?
6 goals in 14 is
Nunes. Are you talking about Nunes?
Nunes has scored what, 1 goal? Haaland scored 2 goals in 2 games. The others
Yeah, that's the
Kane has
highest,
scored
right?
1 goal. 6 goals in 14 is not hard now. You have Champions League, you have FA Cup, you have Premier
No,
League.
no, I'm talking about in the Premier League. I'm talking about in Premier
It's not
League.
hard now. It's not hard. Salah's
No,
going to
Miguel
probably score.
Rabena, how you doing, brother?
Zaha will not score you up to 7 goals in 14
So,
games.
Emmy,
I don't know,
give me
man.
your
I
take on
just
with Zaha. Give me your take on Zaha.
No, I like Zaha. I don't wait. No, wait. See,
Okay.
the problem, Zaha is a very good player. I see where King Black is coming from, right? So Zaha misses chances, like every striker does, right? I agree. People say, "Oh, Aubameyang too misses chances too." But the thing is, I think for our system, this Tuchel system, which is a false nine system, that he needs his striker not standing in one place, but moving from left to right, and then being part of the build-up, and then being able to be that guy in the box. I'll give it to Aubameyang because of experience. He's a number 9. Zaha would have to learn how to play possession-based football. I've not seen Zaha play against a low block before. It's mostly in transition. He needs to see green grass in front of him. When you play for Chelsea, you will not see green grass. We bought so many players that have failed in this football club because we watch them on TV. Wow, they dribble, and then they shoot and they score. My problem is Zaha. Someone said Aubameyang should be going to Saudi Arabian League. You guys should relax. You guys should remember that Aubameyang is not using football age. That's his real age. He was born in Holland, right?
People are acting like 33 years old in football as a striker right now is old.
It's no more. I'm not going to compare.
This guy is still doing This guy is still doing backflips and doing.
Yeah,
this.
many of us can't do backflip. As all of us, just 10 of us here. We will say, let's start doing backflip. Almost some people
Let me read super chat. Miguel Rabena, thank you. I beg, make me reach you.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Thank you.
Shout out.
Also, if you can get Frankie de Jong, hijack Casemiro, relax. Maybe. We'll see.
I don't think Casemiro is not moving anywhere. I think he's just using all these clubs to get hiking his salary. I don't think he's going anywhere. But that's my take for Zaha. I think he's not a bad player, but if I'm going to choose between the two, I'll go for Aubameyang. But if we can get Zaha and Aubameyang, man, it's ooh la la, man. It's
bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, Eddie.
Blue eyes.
If we get Zaha, hopefully we get Aubameyang first because we have tabled the pick anyway.
Yeah,
so
I think he's coming.
Yeah,
Man said hopefully.
So if we get Zaha, he's not going to sniff. He's not going to be sniffing games because
you're drunk. You're drunk.
Wait. Let me land, Nana. Let me just say something.
Oh, I have my reasons.
You see this Gordon guy, the Gordon guy that is in Everton. I really won't talk about him. Maybe we'll talk about him later. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who that kid is.
You've seen him.
I've seen him play, but I can't understand what the big deal. People say he's the next Damien Duff. As in, I'm like, geez, Damien Duff?
No, not hype, Emmy. It was English hype.
Damien Duff? Do you know who Damien Duff was?
Hey, Emmy, your coach wants him. Your coach wants him.
Let's move on. Blue eyes.
Oh my days.
Zaha. Let's move
Damien Duff. Wow.
Let's move on. Zaha.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just help us out with Zaha, please.
Yes. Oh, sorry. It sounds like King Black is not done. No.
Black, I want to finish.
Finish up, man, King Black.
Yeah, sorry. I just need for like 30 minutes. I'll just hear people say,
No, take your time. No,
because
we thought you were done. No, take your time.
Yeah, sorry. We watched Zaha at Crystal Palace where they absorb pressure. They put Zaha out front, and as soon as they get the ball, the first thing they do, they pass to Zaha. It's not going to happen at Chelsea. We don't play like that. You've got to be fluid. You got to be running. You got to be moving. This is the reason you have to be running and moving for 90 minutes. It's not a joke. If you are here, you are just standing there waiting for the ball. The ball is not going to come to you. And when the ball comes to you, you have to be able to break low blocks. And you have never broken low blocks in your life. So you are only running on transition, just transitional football. The same like Conte. He's going to try. He's going to thrive if he goes to Tottenham, if he goes to maybe Inter Milan or a team that plays on transition like that. He's going to thrive there, but not at Chelsea, bro. We have seen this countless times.
I think
if you cannot come to the midfield, come and have a few touches, take the defenders away. You understand? You have to be moving like that and be touching the ball, and then find yourself.
But King, I have
in the box.
I have a repetition to what you said, and Blue Eyes have always been mentioning this for a very long time. You need player to hug the lines. No.
Hold on.
The
way we play, we don't need players to hug the line.
Hold on.
Ziyech was a line hugger.
Hold on. Because the problem we're having right now in this team is we need a player that can play the position 1v1. You need a player that can hug that line, give him that ball, better position, either square play or shoot once.
Preach.
Wilfred Zaha will do that for you.
Bro, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
Hold on.
I'm telling you how Chelsea play. Do you know the thing? Abdullah,
mute his mic, bro. Mute his mic. Just shut the fuck up, bro.
You know the problem.
Damn, bro.
This guy, man.
That
nigga's annoying us. Just shut the fuck up and let niggas play, bro.
And then Timo Werner does not do that because they really don't know how to. Pulisic is like just dribble on the straight line, boom. But Zaha will hug the line for you. That line, he will stay there, give him that ball, dribble you, shoot.
Oh my gosh, man.
Zaha will do that for you. And that is what we need in Chelsea. Someone that can hug that line. Give me that ball. Let me play football. That will be Zaha for you. Pulisic can do that. Timo Werner is great. He's class A. IWF in the half corner. He just go. No brain.
Abdullah.
Zaha actually has a brain.
That goal that Zaha scored against Liverpool,
that is Zaha for you.
Let me ask you a question. If that was Sterling, does he score that goal?
I don't think so.
Have faith, Carl. Have faith. What's this, Carl, man?
I'm just telling you, man. There are very few players in that position against Alisson with Van Dijk covering who scored that goal.
That's true.
You take that at Anfield with a crowd behind you. That's a good eye.
King Black, you did watch.
What that boy needs is a proper. I mean, yes, our guy is a good coach, but we're talking about a club infrastructure that can back him right now.
Can I ask one more question here? Sorry, can I ask a question quickly?
Carl, remember, he is from Ivory Coast, and Didier Drogba is from Ivory Coast too.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that. I don't advocate this.
Whether he's from Ivory Coast or not, I'm just saying that if he gets to a club that has the right infrastructure around him, right, he's more mature than he was when he was United right now. That guy will cook, man. Telling you. Offers you something different than what you guys have. That smell of goal, the sense of goal, the arrogance, the showmanship, the annoyance. He has that.
I want that in Chelsea. We don't have that. All of them is too soft for me.
He can finish.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question, please?
No, let Blue Eyes go. Let Blue Eyes go. Move on. Let Blue Eyes go away.
Before Blue Eyes goes, let me just remind everyone, right, that this is a similar attribute to what most of you guys, I think I was on this panel before Lukaku was brought as well. That he can finish. That all you need to do is just receive the ball here and then he can finish, right? But no problem, boys. You can go. You can go.
What's the question again?
Blue Eyes is dummy. Right. Why is he drinking that palm wine again? That was so drinking.
Don't drink. Don't finish the juice. Wine is coming. Yeah. For Wilfred Zaha is an absolute yes for me. As a lot of you may recall, I've always cried out for what's his name. I know it's not a popular opinion. Alain Saint-Maximin. And the reason why I want Alain Saint-Maximin is because of Zaha. I need a player in the mold of Zaha, and I figured that Zaha probably doesn't want to go anywhere because of that slave contract. But now I'm hearing through the grapevine and with what you folks are talking about right now that there's potential that we might get him.
Yeah, they want Conor Gallagher.
Dock to water approach. Dock to water acquisition if we can get this guy. He's a post-up player. He can play back to post. He can play stomach to post. And like Abdullah, he said, he can hug the lines. He can face a man. Like, just think about it this way. There's 1 minute left in the Champions League quarterfinals against Real Madrid. And you have Zaha, Sterling, and Kai Havertz. Who do you want the ball in his feet in front of goal? These are some of the questions. So Zaha is one of those guys that can take the game by the scruff of the neck, by playing ability and by leadership antics. So, I mean, maybe in the short term, he gives us what we want because he's already in that 30-year-old.
He's 29.
29, 30-year-old range. But for sure, man, I think he would do 10 times better than this. And another thing is he attracts minimum 2 defenders.
Yeah.
See, that's the way I assess players. If you're a big player, I look at how many defenders you command in the box. When this guy steps in, when Zaha steps in, there's space. If the other players can read, there's so much space. And that's why he plays very well with Tyreek Mitchell and Ebere Eze. I don't know if you watch the way they play, the connection between Tyreek Mitchell, Zaha, and Eze is so fluid on that left wing.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, man. Oh no, I listen. If we can pick this guy, if we can pick Zaha up, and I think like Abdullah rightfully said, he comes to Chelsea, he will level up.
He will upgrade. He
will humble himself because he's. I'm not trying to talk anything about championship, but he will come into a Champions League environment. So it's not like he's coming in here to say, no, you come in, you humble, you respect yourself now. And hey man, new venture for him. He doesn't.
The problem we have in Chelsea is we have players who are good, like who can dribble, but they don't do it on a consistent level. Although he's a similar player where he knows how to dribble, but his consistency is like this. Instead of him going this way, it's down this way. Zaha will give you that because he does that consistent. If you look at Zaha, he does that over and over and over. Zaha's someone that will piss you off. He will piss you off as a defender. You don't want to play against Zaha. He will annoy you.
Exactly.
You don't want to play against Zaha.
Exactly. He gives me Costa. I mean, he's not. I don't think he will score even half the goals that Costa scored, but he gives me Costa vibes. He's that kind of a troublesome player.
He just has a swag.
Yeah, he's that troublesome. Exactly.
He has a swag. So sometimes teams need players that have swag. One or two of them just to give the team character.
And if I was starting to wonder how long Zaha would stay at Crystal Palace and not want to bounce. Like I'm like, how good was this contract, Seth?
Yeah.
So it's nice to hear that, it's nice to hear these stories that he might potentially leave. If he comes into Stamford Bridge, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, he will cook. Like somebody said, he will cook.
That's why Blue Eyes, once Abdullah brought up his picture, I'm like, it's not a question. For me, it's not a question. It's no debate. I mean,
it's no.
Pulisic or Zaha? Are we serious?
Wait, let me quickly ask this, Carl. So, if Zaha ends up like Grealish, what do we do?
But Grealish is playing under instruction.
Yeah, but you cannot. But Emmy,
people don't understand.
Grealish is not impactful though.
But Emmy,
let me finish. Let me argue, right? Grealish is playing exactly to the instruction that the manager wants him to do. Exactly. If you notice the game against West Ham, the only thing that Pep said in the post-match conference was that Grealish, to me, was the best player because of what he did when he had the ball to give to Rodri to get the second goal for Haaland.
Wait, let me go ask you a question.
Exactly to instruction.
Okay, go ahead.
So I don't want you to do what you did at Aston Villa. Run, dribble, take 10 people. No. I want you to have control, drop back, control the ball, don't lose the ball and give it to somebody else. Okay. And it's playing to instruction. I mean, imagine Grealish coming to City, right? They just won the championship. You come in, you begin running around and begin lose the ball. What do the players will tell him? What do they worry you now? Go down.
Do you think? Yeah, I see. I understand that. But do you think Pep actually stifles the players? Like the way I'm seeing Gabriel Jesus play in Arsenal, I've never seen him play like that at Man City. Never.
I don't think Pep stifles the players. I think that's the quality. See, the thing about City is that it's not about the individual player; it's about the system.
which is why they can plug.
So you agree your team is a system. What if your system gets solved?
Then he will reinvent the system. That's what he does. West Ham, for example.
I'm thinking so many reasons that this Champions League is continuing to elude you guys. You guys are too system-like.
No, it's Madrid were a fantastic team. They beat Chelsea, Liverpool, City, and PSG. What can you do about that? It happens, right? Mistakes happen in finals. But the system itself is what carries the team to win leagues because the system over time itself.
The system in the league is sustainable. I agree.
Over time, it proves itself. You may make a mistake in one game or two games, but over 38 games, the system will prove itself.
But in the Champions League, you don't have one game to spare, right? After
which is why the man will have to adapt. Which is why he gets a number 9 that he got, because that's not normally his tradition, right? To get that number 9, which may help him, right? But we'll see. But for Zaha, going back to Zaha. It's not even a question for me. I mean, Pulisic or Zaha, Ziyech or Zaha, it's a no-brainer. You know, the guy carries Crystal Palace on his neck. He scores the goals. He's able to score against the Liverpool team who are pressing and beat Alisson and Van Dijk and Robertson.
And Carl, you know what I like about him?
When was this? Was this today or yesterday?
It was on Monday. On Monday.
How come I missed this game now?
Look at
that goal.
No, I said, make I describe the goal. The goal, let me describe the goal, right? Liverpool, they press Liverpool in their defensive third, right?
Yes.
Keeper gets the ball, flings it to Eberechi Eze. Eberechi Eze has Fabinho and Trent on him. He dribble past them, pass the ball through Fabinho's legs, flings the ball to pass the ball to Zaha. Zaha has Van Dijk on him, dribbles Van Dijk. Alisson's closing him down, takes the ball into the far corner, the only spot he could have scored.
He didn't dribble Van Dijk. He just ran through to the ball. Like he didn't dribble Van Dijk like how Mitrovic dribbled Van Dijk. I think the ball from Eberechi Eze was world class. Like world class. World class.
Don't overhype that pass. Don't overhype that pass. Man.
No, stop. So you're here. Where did he come? Where did he come?
I just pulled up.
He just sneaking and just start talking. No, but that pass.
God bless you, man.
That pass, Tosin, guys, that was a pass.
That pass
because
that pass
went
space.
round. It went round Van Dijk. It went
There's
round
so much
Van Dijk.
space, man. I could have made that pass.
He actually destroyed Alexander Arnold.
Did he put it up or down? Where did he put it up or
on
down?
On the grass, bro.
On the ground.
It wasn't on the grass. What are you like?
No. Do you watch? In FIFA,
he didn't love nothing, man. It was on the grass.
Was that on the ground? Was that on the ground?
That was a ground true pass.
The guy was just doing promo for himself.
The pass was a deliberate pass. Not a mistake.
You know those kind of passes where you actually
but the finish, the way Zaha finished that, I thought it was like Thierry Henry.
Yes,
the conviction. Open up your body, place that far post.
Yeah. He opened his leg.
Oh my God! I need to watch this goal right now.
I know the funny thing, Zaha scored the same goal against us last year at the Etihad.
Exactly.
I agree. But he missed a chance in that.
He should be playing Champions League tier football. Man. I don't.
That boy.
Carl, you know what I like about him, about Zaha is under Patrick Vieira, he has improved as a different player.
See, Abdullah, make I tell you the truth.
Under Vieira,
make I tell you the truth.
I was going to ask Tosin, why do you think he's still at Crystal Palace at 29?
Wait. If Wilfred Zaha was Wilfred Jones and he was from England, the guy would get into Chelsea, Liverpool, City. Period. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, don't you think he had his chance to go? But it's just because always priced him out.
It's just beyond that, man. If that guy was
beyond that,
he's getting it.
Chelsea is about to pay £50 million for one Gordon guy called Gordon Sparks. Gordon Spark. The drink? £50 million. I'm like, geez, why don't you just buy Will for Zaha?
We're going for Zaha.
Yeah, but he has more upside, right?
No,
because he's young, right?
No, leave that thing. Someone said he's the new Damien Dove. I'm like, I need to watch this kid. Like,
no,
I'm
they're
going to watch Everton this
they're saying he's like Bale because he's fast.
The kid, he's good, man. He, like I said, everybody has their own version. He gives me
it's because he's white.
Yes, Daniel, tell me the thing, Jaw. It's all you boy.
Because
They're comparing him to Bale and to Duff, just two fast white dudes that have a little bit of tech. Okay.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Daniel, I agree with you. If that boy was from Guinea-Bissau,
no way.
He has
if he was from Guinea-Bissau, he'd be playing for Club Bruges or somebody.
No, he was playing somewhere in town.
Guys, don't say that.
Y'all doing that dude dirty. You don't know what that red rifle about.
There's a difference. See, there is a difference between Wilfred Zaha and Nicolas.
Don't take it seriously. Can't take it so seriously.
You will not. Let's not say because he's
but do you
white
agree
or he's not
the
white.
guy was from Guinea-Bissau? There's no way Chelsea is looking up to pay 50.
Of course, no way, no chance.
Yeah.
No
It's
chance.
just because now Igbo boy. I won't
You
lie
think
to
so?
you. There's
Yes,
not-
now.
Come on, they're about to break the bank for Fofana.
Yo, that's
about to
all
break the bank
respect.
for Fofana.
Yo, with all due
Come
respect,
on,
that's
man.
not bullshit, man. Come
Let's
on.
move on. Let's move on.
That's too far, man.
I want to talk about somebody.
Okay.
Nah, wow.
Daniel.
What's up?
Wesley Fofana. The report I'm hearing is 77 million upfront plus add-ons, everything close to 85 for Wesley Fofana. He's pushing for the move.
Pounds or euros?
Is it pounds or euros? Whatever.
Too much money, man. Yeah, like
pounds. Okay, pounds. Okay. So 77, that's upfront.
That's like 100 million euros, basically.
Yeah, so
altogether.
close to 85. That is exactly what Leicester City want. And Fofana
My
has been pushing
goodness.
he wants to leave now. And that will get done before the transfer window finish. Wesley Fofana.
Yeah, 100 million euros. That's some change.
Do I have to pretend
It
like
is
I
what it is,
watched
though.
Leicester? I have no idea if he's worth that much money. If I'm
I
being
watched him.
deadly
I
honest
watched
with
him last weekend. I was like, wasn't he at fault for one of the goals?
His mind is somewhere else, man.
When I've seen him this season, he hasn't looked convincing in the two games against. Was it Brighton in the first one, or was it Southampton?
No, Brighton.
And-
I think, was it
or
Brighton?
or Brentford? Was it Brentford?
Brentford, yeah.
Not Brighton. Some team that wore red stripes. I think it was Southampton. He wasn't convincing, and then the other game that I saw, he wasn't that good. So, but I think he's only 21, 22,
21,
23. So
But the problem about it is
you're buying potential. You're not buying what he is right now. You're buying what he could or will be. So, if eventually he's going to be worth 80 million pounds or whatever it is, maybe you just want to be the first one in. And if that's the case, then spend the money. It's not my money, but I don't think you're going to be getting an 80 million pound defender right now. I think that'd be silly to expect from a young center
No,
back.
but you have to expect that immediately. Because see,
You
the
know
first
the
time
problem
I
about
watched,
this guy is-
I'm on record, right? The first time that I watched Wesley Fofana, like
You wanted him at PSG?
legitimately, was in the Coupe de France final 2019-2020 season.
Oh, God bless you.
We played against Neymar, Mbappe, and he was
Son and
was
son.
literally carrying the whole back line, the whole four-man Saint Etienne back line by himself. I saw speed, I saw aggression, I saw a 6'2" dude with aerial prowess. And especially in that same season, I think he won like 73% of his aerial duels. So that physicality and just that was always going to translate to the Premier League. But I think he has just the same issues that most center backs have that are his age, right? It's just concentration, not getting befuddled when some things don't go your way. But I mean, overall though, like he's honestly Rolls Royce.
There are two
He's a
parts.
Rolls
There are
Royce
two parts.
defender.
Justin, there are two parts to this Fofana deal, right? And so talk about 85 million. There are two comps we can look at. We can look at Virgil van Dijk and look at the guy from United. What's his name? That boy,
Maguire.
right? Two paths. The question is, Chelsea get him. What path is he going to follow? And it all depends on the coach.
It can't be Maguire.
It all depends on the coaching that he gets at the end of the day, right?
Well, why I'm happy about
No,
it?
but see, Maguire turns like a fridge. Maguire turns like a fridge. Like
80 million
Maguire
pounds.
is
80
heavy
million
footed.
pounds.
It's different.
Even Ben
Fofana is a better footballer than Maguire.
Ben Jacob came out and said it today that before Leicester was like, it's not for sale, but he said Brendan Rodgers and the board have already given up on him because he's been pressing them every day. I want to go to Chelsea. You must do whatever it takes.
What's his
Just let me
contract
go.
like?
No.
Oh, he has
just,
5
no,
years.
He just signed
Ah.
He has 5 years.
Yeah, he has 5 years. That's why the money is this high. Oh yeah,
That's the money is high.
He
No,
just
he
signed.
needs
So
he
because
needs
he
that
was-
Chelsea
because he was-
move. He needs that Chelsea move to take that next step, and
You know,
also
you know
for
funny
the
part?
French national
Wow,
team. I
you know
know
what's
he
funny?
wants to
Matlock
make the
said,
World Cup.
Matlock said Todd Bowley is
Exactly.
they already agreed partner terms with him already, and they are offering him 7 years.
200K 7-year deal.
They are offering him 7-year deal. 7.
Slave contract.
Should I bust your head?
7.
When Saint Etienne sold him to Leicester kept him at £20,000 per week until this season when he signed that extension. They now raised it to 120. Todd Bowley is offering him 200,000 plus bonuses for 7 years. The guy's head has turned. Like last year, by this time, he was earning 20,000.
7 years is way too long, man. He shouldn't sign that shit.
7 years. Damn.
Why shouldn't you sign it?
Yeah,
because
you're
in
saying
5
that for
years
the
he
sake
could get
of a
more than
player,
200K. Because in
No,
4 or
but-
5 years he could get more than 200.
But
Chelsea will wanna
in 3 years could be
renegotiate.
injured too,
But
right?
he
That's the
can,
risk.
but
Yeah,
but he can negotiate though. You can always negotiate.
Yeah, all those you can put in the contract. 7 years is just, it's not like a lease where it's always going to be the same amount.
No,
At
that
some
is
point,
a slave
I
deal
think
though.
there's some
I like the
performance-
policy though.
The 7-year deal is because they want to turn his head.
It's indentured servitude, bro. I don't like it.
No, no.
Yeah, he bringing that, yo.
Yeah,
He's
man,
bringing
football.
those like fucking slave contracts.
So let me
from
come
US
to
sports
Eddie.
into
Wesley
football, man.
Yo,
They say Reece James and
Wesley
Mason
Fofana.
Mount are gonna sign like 10-year deals or something, like double
No,
digit.
Matlock says that signed 7 years also.
Ugh.
welcome to the MLB Chelsea, bro. We sign lifetime deals over here, people.
They didn't listen to Eddie. Eddie, we've been trying to tell them about how Americans run
I
this
told you
shit.
about American owners, Daniel.
They don't listen. People don't listen.
Look.
Eddie, Wesley Fofana.
Look, it is what it is. I think these long-term deals are, what do you call them, is his way of beating the FFP thing. Because if you look at deals like Kepa and all that, the big thing with those where you have to spread that money over the length of the deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you're looking at 7-year deals. Look, I don't think Chelsea should be in the market for another centre back. I'd rather full back or wing back on the right side. But I mean, like we've all agreed on, you're signing him for potential. You're not signing him for what he's going to offer you this season. So, yeah, you can sign him, but I'm not expecting much from him this season, to be honest.
You should,
It's
though.
more learn from Thiago Silva and Koulibaly, and then be ready to take over from Thiago Silva next season. So, yeah, that's it. I'm not a fan of the deal. Because I think he needs a bit more time. But if they've seen the potential, then why not go for it now? So that's what I see with the deal.
No, but when you come in for that
Wesley
money, you
Fofana.
have to be an instant.
Yeah.
You have to show instant impact.
Yeah.
In one way or another.
So, like you guys know, Abdullahi knows I can go all night about this guy. Eddie, I'm sorry, I'm taking a opposing view to what you've just said. Just to start with, I don't think Fofana is a potential. Fofana is ready to get into the team. And I'll give you a perspective. Fofana is as good as Patrick Vieira when he was 21. It's as good as Maldini when Maldini was 21. So I don't think I'll be shocked if it's just a potential.
Maldini, come on, man.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish. The thing is, I like to focus more on the football because that's what most of us see most of the time. We don't see anything else, contract or whatever. But I tell you, I don't think I've seen a defender that is better than this kid when they were 21 years old. I mean, people are talking about Leicester did this and Leicester did that to him. Leicester actually took a risk. Leicester paid £30 million for this kid when he was like 20 from a foreign league. So that's a big risk. So I'm not really actually blaming Leicester for asking for big price. If he was 27 years old and they wanted to pay 80 something million for him now, with what he's currently playing now, with his standard now, none of us will be arguing, right? If this guy comes to Chelsea, he's going straight into the team. He's starting.
100%.
He's not going to be on the bench for whatever. He might not play 40 games for us, despite the fact he actually has the physical attributes to play 40 games. But because he's young, there's no need for us to rush him, and because it's Chelsea Football Club. So that's where I would like to start the argument on this kid.
So my only argument to you is that you're comparing 21-year-old Fofana to Paolo Maldini.
Yes.
Are you effing serious?
Yes.
How old were you?
Wait, Carl.
But I mean, did anyone here watch 89 Maldini?
Yes, that's what I was going to say. In 1989, Paolo Maldini was 21
Maldini
years
was
old.
21 in 1988. I doubt you were even born.
88, 89. Yes, we all watched him in 88, 89. I think
Wesley Fofana,
Milan won the league and the Champions League.
Paolo Maldini.
But
listen.
He made a lot of mistakes, though. Maldini made a lot of mistakes then. He used to make a lot of mistakes.
Every defender makes a mistake, but Paolo Maldini.
And then he was a left back. He was a left back.
What Claire?
Well,
I mean Claire. Seriously.
But I think look, Abdul said at 21.
At 21.
He didn't say their whole career. He just said at 21.
Yeah, don't think Maldini at 26 when
Maldini was 3 months left back
in
then.
1994.
He was more of a left back then.
Yeah, when he played the final in 1994, he played as a left back because
I get the idea that you want him,
were the center back.
Hyperbole is just over the top, man.
No,
seriously, guys.
I understand Maldini is so many people's, the highest center back ever. But people forget about Costa Curta and Baresi, who were the guys that actually
like that.
Why are you laughing like I was wrong?
No, I just imagine putting it out there on Twitter and Spaces that 21-year-old Paolo Maldini, that Fofana is as good as 20-year-old Paolo Maldini. You get laughed at.
I don't think he's far off though. Because remember, Maldini at 21 was a left back. He was a left back. He became a center back when he was 28 or so, 27, 28. Yeah.
Let me 2 seconds.
Even in the final in Pasadena in 1994, he was a left back. He played the final as a left back. He was 26.
Abdul, go ahead.
That's why I said I like to focus on the football, because that is
Abdul made a good point there.
We're talking about football. Abdul, we're talking about, what do you think we're talking about? We're talking about Gary. We're talking about football, man.
No. Some people. Hold on. What I mean is what we're talking about. I mean, what we are talking about is mainly the quality of their of their play.
That's what we're talking about now. What are we talking about here?
Look, I don't want to talk about the length of his contract. I don't want to talk about.
Nobody mentioned contract now. We're talking about the football quality.
So what I can say is, you might laugh about it, but you have to.
About it. I'm exasperated about it.
No. You have to disprove it. You have to disprove it. Let's go.
It's your opinion. I can't disprove your opinion. I can't argue with your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion, but I'll tell you.
Yeah, just move on. Move on to the next one.
Yeah, we can move. I'm not talking about Fofana though, but I think everybody.
I just can't live this. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
No, Carl, don't worry. I understand your.
No, I have to listen. Let me. Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, please.
Talk.
Listen, Fofana looks like a fantastic prospect / starting defender for us right away. Like Abdul was saying, I think he's good to go. But now for that, it's not my money, but for that 80 million plus, why don't you just go and pick up Tyrone Mings?
Guys, don't start again. You don't start
Like
again.
this palm wine where they drink. I told you to stop drinking this.
Hold on. Amy, hold on. Amy, hold on. Hold on.
So
Hold on. Why
This
don't
wine
you
is
go?
good. You already
Hold
drank
on.
two tanks.
Hold on. Make I land really quick.
Look,
Go
right.
to
No, just before you go,
hold
just
on.
before you go ahead, before you go ahead,
Yes.
we're talking about 50 million for Anthony Gordon. Remember that.
Don't listen
Doesn't
though.
Tyrone
Exactly,
Mings,
Abdul.
doesn't
Thank you
Tyrone
very
Mings
much.
play on the
Wait.
left though?
Hold on. Listen. Go to Villa Park. You understand what I'm saying? Go to Villa Park. Tyrone Mings, I said this before earlier. Tyrone Mings is going through huge internal strife within the team. As you guys all know, he was stripped of his captaincy.
Oh, for real?
Look at him,
Yes!
right?
Oh.
It was made a public. Yeah, it was all over. It was stripped of his. Gerard gave it to what's his name in the midfield. Which
McGinn?
Oh, McGreen?
McGinn. Yeah, he gave it to McGinn. Yeah, he said that is indicative of how Tyrone Mings has been playing. So you can imagine, but Tyrone Mings took it on the chin. He had a great public statement,
man.
well written, professional.
Blue eyes.
No, are you sure that was all that was?
Before you finish,
Sorry?
now. That's
So if we can go in there,
Are we back?
Sorry,
Do
hold
you
on.
just say Tyrone Mings?
Hold on. If we can go, hold on. Let me land. Hold on. If we can go in there based on all these antics, because remember, what I like about Tyrone Mings, which is kind of weird, is
this might happen. Blues has been
no.
pushing for Cucurella for a long time.
He's a left-footed defender, first of all, and this boy is like 6'4", 6'5". It's not. We don't need the best defenders. We need a type of profile, just a certain profile, and this thing could be Gary and Sugar. I'm telling you. So it's not far-fetched. Go in there. Even if you go in there and entice him, I'm telling you, Tyrone Mings will look over the fence. So.
Yeah, I know he'll look over. Of course, everybody
Koulibaly
wants
is
to
like
be champions
left
in
center
football.
too.
But let me ask this question to the panel, right?
Yes.
Someone actually threw it up in the chat.
United
Someone compared Fofana to John Stones when he was 21. Does that make sense? John Stones and Fofana.
Yeah, I would take Fofana.
Who will you take? John Stones and Fofana?
I'll take John Stones. I'll take John Stones.
At 21, John Stones was full of mistakes. Let me ask Eddie.
I remember John Stones making
Eddie,
mistakes
who
at
will you
Everton.
take? John Stones or Fofana? Eddie's on mute.
I think it is muted.
Daniel,
Yo, sir.
We're asking John Stones or Fofana at 21. Who will you take? You have to think about
Fofana.
it.
I'll say Fofana was the more polished player, I'll say.
Okay, Daniel.
Look,
what about
guys,
you?
I want to talk about something.
No, let's quickly ask Daniel. Let's ask Daniel. Then we'll talk about ask Carl. Daniel, who will you take? John Stones or
No.
Fofana?
No.
No. None.
Tyrone Mings.
Tyrone Mings?
United Tony keep laughing, man. Tyrone Mings is coming to Cobham.
Neither.
Neither? You said neither?
Yep.
Did you say none of them? Why?
None of them.
Why?
They don't excite me.
Okay, cool. Carl, what do you think? John Stones or Fofana? Don't be biased.
I'm not being bad. It depends on what I'm looking for.
Okay, why?
Right.
Okay, let me tell you what we're looking for. A ball playing center.
I'm taking John Stones then.
That
For
is
ball playing.
that is dominating. Wait, that dominates.
If it's
the
ball
area.
play, if it's ball play, I'm taking Stones. If it's to win the ball
John-
back and be aggressive, I'm taking Fofana.
Okay, you're a real Nigerian. Anyhow, carry on.
For me, John Stones is a polished
Maldini.
No. Good, no, you're, come on, man. Don't do this to Maldini, my brother. Don't do this to a legend.
I beg you. Leave
beg.
Maldini alone.
I beg.
I want to say something.
Please. No, John Stones is a polished Andreas Christensen.
No, I'll still take Andreas. So.
I want to say
John
something.
John Stones is a bad boy, man.
Andreas get mine, though.
Eh? Which
True.
Andres?
Andreas
Wait,
get
wait,
mine,
wait,
but
wait.
Daniel.
Which Andres?
In that
Christensen?
Champions League final, that's when I knew that boy has mine. Though.
Wait, which Andres?
Let's move on.
Black take Heinz back.
Okay, let's move on.
I just hear that Andres. As I hear that one.
Move on.
I say,
Don't worry, he don't go. He don't go, man. No worry, he don't go.
Daniel, I want to come to you on this. Manchester divided.
Oh,
boy, leave this story, I beg.
I just want to say something on this
No,
because
it's okay. Sorry, I'm not joking.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
just
talk. Let's
joking.
talk about
I'm just
Manchester.
joking.
Actually,
I'm just joking.
I want to say something.
the
Daniel.
red side of Manchester.
I've looked at the schedule and everything.
Well,
I have a feeling Eric Ten Hag might be sacked.
Oh wait, pull up their schedule. That's a good one.
Omo.
Oh boy.
Daniel, Eric Ten Hag might
Pull
be
the
sacked.
schedule up, Abdullah. We'll see, I beg.
Let's pull up their schedule.
Omo.
Then Daniel will be talking. Let's be looking too. Yeah. Daniel, you
Eric
can pull up
Ten
the
Hag
schedule.
might be sacked. It might be sacked before November.
It's too early. It's 2 games, man.
No,
Chill.
just 2 games, man. Just click on Manchester United and just
but they're supposed to be picking up Casemiro and
Casemiro is not doing anything.
And Elon Musk.
What do you mean he's not? No, Casemiro,
Musk.
dude. That what's it called? United look like they might get him.
yeah,
sure?
they're supposed to pick up
They're
Casemiro.
they're willing to
Luis.
pay 80 million to Madrid,
Yeah,
and they're going to double Casemiro what Casemiro's making right now on a
Listen,
5-year
listen.
deal.
Yo,
430,000 euros per week.
take it and run, man.
That's
If you're
Elon Musk.
Casemiro,
That's Elon Musk
you
money.
take that. Ain't no way you don't take that.
Absolutely. Why?
Well, that
Why?
would turn my head though.
Tosi, why? Why don't you take it?
No,
Why
I'm
would I
saying
take
like
it?
ain't no way you don't take it. Like you
Okay,
have
yeah,
to take
exactly.
it. Yeah, like
Preach.
you have to take that,
Absolutely.
bro.
Absolutely.
Casemiro?
And I'm hearing Chelsea might
I think he might reject it. I think
Yeah, I think
Casemiro
so.
might reject it.
Listen,
It's looking like a setup. See, Varane is going.
goes to play for
Varane
Man U
would
and doesn't come to
personally
Chelsea.
advise.
He's a Chris.
Oh,
I think guys, Chelsea
Varane
might
would
match
personally
the bid of
advise him to
Casemiro.
stay.
I'm
Be
hearing Chelsea
like,
might match the bid and pay him exactly what he has in that.
Casemiro, man, which kind of movement be that? You just finished
After
winning
winning
Champions League.
You want to play Europa League?
You want to go and play Europa
No,
League?
but you have to understand, Real Madrid bought a certain Aurelien Chouameni for 80 million. And when you buy someone for 80 million, I'm sure you gave him guarantees on how many starts he's gonna have.
True.
You know what I mean? Something like that. So I think it makes sense. I don't know.
But I also saw the report saying that Chelsea also will match the bid of Casemiro with United.
Let him go to United, bro. Let him go to United, please.
Yeah, I don't think you'll offer that. Yeah, I don't think
How old is he?
United are desperate.
He's 30 years of age. He's 30.
It doesn't solve United's problems. He doesn't solve their problems by himself.
But he solves our problem.
No, he does.
No,
When a team, he does because
he solves Chelsea's problem. Like
what
crazy.
Casemiro does is when a team is in the gutter, when a team can't create anything and they have to defend, sit deep and defend. That's when Casemiro just shines.
You know ball. You know ball.
So Manchester United are in those type of situations.
But Ten Hag does not sit back and defend though. Ten Hag plays
he will have to.
But the reason, right?
Because of the quality of the team.
No. You guys are
changing. It's like Pep. It's like Pep changing to counter-attacking. No matter the team, he's going to play the same way.
There are moments you have to defend in the game.
You think Ten Hag
Hold on, guys. Look who Casemiro is going to be playing over. Fred and McTominay. Come on, it's a massive
but he
upgrade.
plays with Fred in the Brazilian national team, and they've played 11
Yeah,
games.
but what I'm saying is he walks in and becomes their best defensive midfielder anyway. So for Manchester United,
but does
the
he
deal makes
solve
sense.
their problems?
Yes, it does. Come on, man. Look, for Manchester United,
it's going to solve 50% of their problem.
The problem with the deal for me is Manchester United still haven't learned.
Yeah.
You still haven't learned.
they're still throwing money
Because
around,
the reason you got here in the first place is because of what you're about to do.
Yeah.
Overpay for. Let's face it. Yeah, he will solve most of their problems.
He won't solve
but
everything.
he's not the answer. Let's not act like Casemiro is the only thing that will change United tomorrow. So
no, there's no single answer for United.
Yeah, but okay.
No,
can you
but
imagine?
if they got De Jong will actually upgrade them a lot more than Casemiro.
Nah, don't overrate De Jong like this, man.
I don't think De Jong would do shit like.
De Jong is what they actually need.
Guys,
they need a number 6 and number 8 in one player.
De Jong isn't fixing anything if he just comes by himself.
Look, United's problem is more than one player. I'll tell you that.
With Fred, I think Fred and De Jong solve something. They do something.
I want
United.
I don't think
they need
so.
a whole new.
Daniel, let me come to
New
Daniel.
back
Daniel,
line, bro.
Fred is
looking
my
at the
guy.
fixtures-
One sec. You can let them go.
Eddie, finish up.
What I was going to say with United is, look, they need a whole new back line, bro. Because I'm sorry, all those guys at the back there, I don't trust any of them. Have you seen them play football?
Eddie, they spent over 350 million pounds on that back line.
Hold on.
That's a lot of money.
That back line
Almost half a billion.
needs to be put in a bin, and you need to refresh that back line.
That's half a billion.
And then you're looking at the midfield problems that they have. They have problems in attack. I'm sorry.
So they have problems everywhere.
They have problems everywhere.
I'm hearing.
That's why, for me,
the funny part about United, they haven't learned from.
That's the problem.
And also, I'm even hearing they're already putting a 150 million bid for Ajax winger Anthony.
Wait, what?
No, that's a lie.
That's what I hear.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
It may be lie, but that's what I hear.
That's a lie. That's a lie. They denied. They denied the.
They denied it, but they already
denied the Yao Felix 110 million pounds. They said that they didn't put any bid for any player of that sort, right? So all these because Man U is going to be the swan song team. Everybody's going to be saying, "Hey, they put a bid here in the next 2 weeks," right? Because everybody and their dog know Man U is looking for players. They're looking to improve their team. So
it's similar to Chelsea with strikers. You're going to be linked with every striker under the sun, so you get used to it.
Do you guys think Ronaldo will find a club for the end?
No, he's not going anywhere. He cannot find a club. Nobody's going to pay £500,000 a week to Ronaldo in this current Biden and then this thing era. It's not happening. No,
it's not happening.
It's not happening.
So, guys, Daniel,
there's nobody that can pay unless he's going to take a huge
I want to talk about
salary. Go ahead.
Emi wanted me to talk about. I'll talk about what I want me to talk about last. Two things first. Looking at United now, where do you see them surviving out of these fixtures? Because for me, they are losing Liverpool. That's me out of the way. They are losing that one.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Liverpool sucks, man.
I'm not sure, Abdullahi.
Liverpool. Who's going to score for Liverpool?
Relax. As long as they have Salah, they'll be fine.
Salah's been.
Abdullahi, I'm not sure about this
Salah
game.
can score.
I'm not sure about this game.
Let Daniel go, man.
This game is a draw. Anyway, I'll let you guys go.
What's the question? Where we at?
We're looking at this fixture.
Where do you see United surviving?
How many games do you think they win in this fixture?
Like of these 2, 4, 6, 7 games, like up until City.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't want to do Everton because
Liverpool is a loss. Southampton's a win. Leicester's a draw. Arsenal's a loss. Palace a draw. Leeds a win. And City, they should just forfeit. Bro.
Wait, did you say
what?
Did you say Man U beat Arsenal?
No, he said that's a loss.
Yeah, that's a loss.
That's a loss. Okay.
Oh God.
Wow.
So the Man City game,
I can see
7 points.
5 points.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
You said 7 points in 7 games?
No, that'll be 9 games by then.
And Emmy, don't forget they also have Europa League in the middle of all this.
Wait, you guys.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. 7 points in 9 matches?
Okay. So all right, so Liverpool's a loss. Like they're gonna lose to Liverpool. Southampton, you can give them a win. That's 3. Leicester, I'll give you a draw. That's 4. Arsenal, you're gonna lose. Crystal Palace, I'm gonna say draw. That's 5. Leeds, that's a win. That's 8. And
8
City,
points.
they should just forfeit.
Yeah, 8 points. So you say after 9 games, they're going to have 8 points from 27.
I mean, maybe they could sneak a win against Leicester and maybe
they probably have a win or a draw somewhere else. Let's say 12. Let's say 12.
After 10 games, they'll have like 10 points.
Yeah.
Kerry.
Eric Ten Hag.
Eric Nine Hag.
Listen, say something. Say something.
Abdullahi, what if
defend Manchester United? How?
What if on Monday they get the
How
result?
can they have 10 points after 10 games?
It's possible, but see, Cal, this is it now.
That's scary, though.
It's my worry with them.
Yeah, I actually think they're gonna lose all these games.
Stop it.
It's my worry with them.
I think they might get something against Southampton.
Wait. I've watched them play in Ajax, and when they come to United, I keep telling people this: you need to adapt to the.
Is he going to adapt though?
Eric Ten Hag is stubborn. His stubbornness will be his downfall because he wants to play sexy attacking football. I understand that, But look at the
No,
back line
but
he
that
has.
doesn't. But
He has freeze.
But
He
you
has
don't think he
freeze.
knows that
Wait,
though,
he has
Abdullahi? He's
freeze.
not dumb.
He has stabilizer.
Nah,
He has
Tosin,
plumber.
Tosin,
if you
he's
watch that
playing a
Brentford game,
5'9" guy at center back.
if
I
you
don't
watch
think
that,
he's learning.
Tosin, if you
Bro.
watch that Brentford, go back and watch that Brentford game again. Tactically,
But
Blue
you
Eyes,
know,
eh?
Lisandro Martinez won 100% of his aerial duels.
If you
Those
go and
were-
watch,
Stop.
Tosin,
He
I'm
was
just
so poor
saying
in
that's
that
not
game.
that's not the reason why he's
They
Tosin,
lost.
go back
So
and
why
watch.
did they lose?
Go back and watch that game again, right? Watch it again,
Why
right?
did he get benched then?
Go back out. That game against Brentford, you know what Brentford did? Blue Eyes. Brentford
They
said
played
that
man to man all over
I'm
the
going to
field.
play you
Yeah,
man
they played
to
man
man.
to man. Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm playing you man
pressing.
to man. You know what? When someone plays you man to man, you know what they're telling you? We are
That means you
better than
cannot beat them. You cannot
Exactly.
beat. You cannot beat them. Yeah, you can't beat
Yeah.
them
You can't
in,
beat them. Yeah.
in a duel. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't beat them in any
Better than
duel
We
across
press
the
better than
pitch.
you. We
That's what
run
they're
more than
telling you.
you.
They
We
call
win the
it they
ball.
call it C finish. C finish.
There you
Oh
go.
yes.
Yeah,
That's
it can
actually
it's good to like pounce on a team initially. That's why you play that man to man, to pounce on a team initially.
Brighton did it
But
for
if it
90
doesn't
minutes.
work, for example, like Bielsa's Leeds, they used to do that a lot against.
Yeah, they do
I
it
think
a
they
lot,
would do
yeah.
that against Ole's United. And
Yeah, but the
at the
reason
beginning,
why-
it would work. It would.
Yeah.
It looked like it would work, but once United were able to win those individual battles, McTominay was going box to box. Like he was prime Michael Ballack or something. Scoring goals. United will score 4 or 5 goals off of that man to man. So it's actually just something to get a quick result, to pounce on the team, and that's what Brentford did. They pounced on United quick. They took advantage of it quick.
But you cannot underestimate that approach, because not only it's you're making it sound as if it's just a way to pounce and that's it. You still you also have to maintain the strategy for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So
especially when you're
You
playing a
think they
team
did that
like
for
Man
90?
U.
So Carl,
Now, once you're up 4-0, you just stay in the shape.
but he-
looking at this picture now, before they play you, because your match for me is a forfeit. That match I'm not even turning up if I'm a
Which
United
one?
player. It's a forfeit.
Which
And
one?
I tell people,
Man City.
Ten Hag is not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer who's gonna defend. Ten Hag will play attacking football.
No,
and I
that's
tell
not.
people,
I don't know, man.
when you play, when Ten Hag plays the way he plays, the way he's playing right now, you're gonna give Haaland free goal. That guy will score bunch of goals because he will get assist upon assist over assist. That match, I'm not turning up in that match. Sorry, I'm not. Looking at the fixture right now, where do you see them surviving? Daniel said 10 points.
10 points for Ten Hag.
Stop it. Stop.
Carl, where do you see them surviving?
This is based on current form. If they get some signings, it would obviously change. So
What United should just do is just go full youth and just go through the growing pains.
Where do you see them surviving, Carl?
Elanga, Zidane, all those.
Carl, are you there?
Yeah, just play all of those dudes. And
I can't hear Carl. Can you guys hear him?
No, I can't hear him.
Okay. Eddie, when can they survive? Looking at the fixture now, before they play Man City.
Look, it just depends. Look, I hate giving predictions now because I want the window to be closed so I know what we're dealing with, because based on current form, their future is not looking good, man. Like, Daniel gave them a win at Southampton. That's an away game. I'm sorry, that might be a draw.
Eddie, if they lose against Liverpool, it's game over. It's done for
Oh,
them.
I'm nice. I'm a nice person. So yeah, I'm
done.
gonna win there.
Look, Southampton.
You're nice. You're nice, Daniel. You're very nice.
Southampton might be a draw, and I think before
You're very
Leicester
nice.
City, they might have a European game in there.
Yeah.
So look,
When does Europa League start? Is it September?
Oh, wait, hold on. You're telling me they play Southampton, Leicester City, and Arsenal the same week?
Yeah,
they're done. They're done. They need signings. Like I need to see what signings they bring in before we can talk about anything, because without signings right now, Liverpool's a L. Southampton's a draw. Leicester City potential draw as well. Arsenal loss. Crystal Palace might be a loss. Leeds.
They'll beat Leeds.
Sneaky win.
They'll beat
So
Leeds.
maybe 5-6 points.
And Man City, other Man City. That one is a forfeit.
Look,
are you kidding me?
No comment. No comment. No comment.
Get the lube, bro.
Carl, looking at United fixture now, where can they survive?
Yeah, they are.
How he's saying he's asking you how many points? How many
The
points
game
do they
on
get?
Monday.
from it?
Daniel said
Liverpool game.
Daniel said 10. Yeah, this said 5.
This Liverpool game on Monday. This Liverpool game on Monday. This game on Monday, Liverpool will tell us everything. Because if they get beat like 5, 6, 7,
Carl, don't say Man U beat
if
Liverpool.
they get beat like 5, 6, 7, 0.
Yes.
No. Hear me out. If Liverpool get beat United 5, 6, 7, 0, it changes the whole narrative for the next couple of games. The momentum, the confidence is going to be killed. So going away to Southampton becomes a problem, which now becomes a must win, not a point, a must win. Going away to Leicester becomes another must win. And welcoming, if they don't win those 2 games and they have Aston at home again, the fans are already told.
He might be sacked September 4th.
Then they have to go to Canada. I'm saying
that's Labor Day weekend. Yeah.
So, but I think add the psychology of that Liverpool game to it. That
if he gets sacked on Labor Day, that would be funny.
But we have to just know the players they get in these next 2 weeks.
Yeah, they need to buy though. They need to buy.
I don't think he'll get sacked. I honestly don't think he'll get sacked.
I don't think he'll get sacked either.
Because I mean, again, I guess United never learn. But if he gets sacked, it just shows that they're not learning. Because
so what do you
but it depends on how they're losing. If they're losing, they're looking pathetic.
They're losing 6-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Yeah, look, let's face it, they're not going to lose 6-0 every time. Yeah, but they're not going to win. They're not going to win a lot of games. Let's get that clear.
Well, then that's a problem, Eddie.
So Eddie,
if they don't win, Eddie,
mid-table this season.
Sorry,
you said they finished mid-table this season.
Oh, look, I don't want to predict where they finish because, my guy, this squad is bad. I don't think you'll understand. I've watched both United games this season. They made Brighton look like Barcelona.
But Brighton played a good game.
And they made Brentford look like peak Liverpool in 2018-19.
No, Brentford played them off the park.
Bruv, Brentford played them to surrender.
30 minutes, 4 goals. I've not seen that before.
Imagine
Liverpool.
What they would do then.
That's what I'm saying. Like the squad, the players here are actually bad, and they've made a lot of mistakes over the last couple of years. That's biting them in the ass right now.
Bad, Eddie.
This
is really bad. Are they that bad?
As a team, they're horrible.
As a
team, they're bad, but individually,
they have.
Are you guys saying that nobody can resurrect this Man U team as it is?
I just think the institution is so fucked, man.
You know who resurrects them? Sam Allardyce. Go get Sam Allardyce. Go get Big Sam, because the only thing they can play is hoofball. They can't. This team cannot play football in 2022.
Who fit to who?
Who they hoof it to? Who's the big man?
Give it to Rashford. Let Rashford kick and run all day. That's the only thing they can do, man. They can't get the ball from defense to midfield.
He has a serious here. Chimere is here actually. Chimere, we're talking about your team. Welcome.
He said he has to do up it because of United talk. Yeah, go
ahead.
Oh,
okay, nice. Go ahead, give him the floor.
Chimere, United fans. Look at the picture now. How many points are you getting? Daniel said 10. Eddie said 5. Are you saying 2 on 1?
How many games will you guys? Yeah, how many points?
Looking at the figures now.
You can start from Liverpool.
Liverpool will be. I don't know. That game is tricky because Liverpool themselves, they haven't been playing well. So that's not like. It's not like Liverpool. I don't really see Liverpool winning well because they have injuries and they haven't been playing well themselves. To be honest, that game can go either way. If I'm being honest, just based on what I've seen by the 2 teams this season.
How many points though?
Southampton.
But do y'all know how dog shit y'all are though?
Southampton. Yeah, but I mean, it's been 2 games, man. Like we can't really base how bad a team is off 2 games. It's only been 2 games.
I think we can.
I'm saying, like, bro, look at Arsenal last year. Arsenal lost their first 3 games last year.
Bro.
I was waiting for this.
They lost them to the European champions and the Premier League champions. They didn't lose them to Brentford and Brighton. So,
and also,
but you gotta
make
the
argument.
You gotta
make the argument
that
they were missing
his tactics, bro. You can't just write a team off after 2 games. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, I'm saying it's not looking good, but we can't just say after 2 games it's
I
over.
feel you, man. Keep going. So Southampton.
Southampton. Honestly, we should win. We should beat Southampton.
Okay.
Because Southampton, the way Southampton play, they play very open. Honestly, if we're serious, we should beat Southampton.
But you guys play open too.
Yeah, but we have
What if they do
better.
the same thing Brentford did to you, man for man?
We'll see. But Leicester.
James Ward-Prowse free kick is a goal.
To be honest, I think Liverpool will be a draw.
Wow.
I think Southampton will win. I think Leicester will lose.
You lose in Leicester? Why?
I don't know. I just see us losing that game. I think Leicester will. I don't know, to be honest. I just have a feeling we're going to lose.
You think Leicester will take a lot of money from Chelsea and buy a couple of players and get better by sitting on the court?
No, Leicester, I just see us losing.
Okay.
Stop Arsenal. I think we're going to beat Arsenal at home. Crystal Palace.
7 points.
Crystal Palace. That's a draw.
Leeds. Yeah, it's always very. And then it's always raining in Crystal Palace that period too. Anyway,
Leeds, we're going to win. Man City, we're going to lose.
So that's
you got 11 points. That's the most optimistic. Is 11 points after 10 games. It's not good, bro.
Well, so let me ask you, who are you guys getting? Who are you guys getting in this transfer in 2 weeks? I think transfer ends.
Next week.
Who? It's 2 weeks time. It's September 1st, right? Who are you guys getting realistically?
To be honest, man, I don't know because I've seen so many names linked to United. Like I've seen every player in Europe linked to United this whole week.
Are you guys going to splash the cash again this time? Or are you guys going to just buy potential? Are you guys going to buy ready-made? Are you looking? Are you seeing that you guys are buying potential?
No, we're buying ready-made, but
they're getting Casemiro, man. They're getting Casemiro.
This is what I feel like we should have done. You know, I think we should have bought younger as like in the beginning of this season. Like you look at teams like City, Liverpool, they already know before the season ends who they're going to buy.
Yeah,
they already know. Like they've already known. Like you see these teams, they get their business done in June, July. They already know who they're gonna buy. But I think we didn't have a clear plan going into this transfer.
But you knew Eric Ten Hag was going to be the coach since March. I think it was March. He was announced. I think March of this year.
And you had your sporting director since April.
So. Yeah, you had the sporting director. So how come? What were they doing all this while? Do you think they never talked to each other? And I know Ragnick has recommended a lot of players to the United board. Is it that the United board do they lack football knowledge that they don't even believe when experts are telling them, hey, this guy, these people, these are the people that you need to buy. These are the players that you need to be looking at. Are they not? Who are they relying on for this? Are they just taking up names from Twitter?
You know what this says to me, Emmy? Really quick, you know what this says to me? Maybe Chimera can help us answer this one. Did you guys let Ralph Ragnick go too early?
Ragnick, to be honest, bro, I think was foolish to let Ragnick leave because one, Ragnick had coached the team, so he would know firsthand.
Yeah,
okay, this is the kind of players we need. This is what we're weak at. This is exactly what we need.
Exactly.
It would have been smart to keep him because he would have recommended this is the kind of player we need. This is the kind of player we're missing. Because he saw firsthand training everything what the team is missing. So he would have known best who to go after. The Ten Hag is just going to go after the players that he thinks will fit his style, but that might not be the players we necessarily need. But it's going to be players he feels will fit how he wants to play. But you look at Ten Hag, he pulled his whole transfer summer plans were focused on De Jong, and I think he put all his eggs in one basket. Once we get De Jong, I can start planning my whole team around De Jong and plan my team around. But you can't think. You know what I'm saying? You have to have an alternative. You have to have a plan B.
And let me just add to what Blue Eye said, right, regarding Ragnick, right? I know people might doubt Ragnick. Oh, he did an average job or below average job at United. Maybe we'll just put the circumstance the club is at. Do you think that there are players he's recommended to the board who they've not looked at? You cannot tell me look at that boy in RB Leipzig, the Haidara. Is it the Haidara guy?
Yeah, Dara, yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't United just go get him?
He doesn't fit. He doesn't fit because they were like, because
How
I
do you
think
know
the
he
thing with
doesn't
United
fit?
was,
Ragnick said he will fit into your team.
but I
He
think the
was
thing with
solved.
United was they didn't know who the coach was gonna be, and they didn't want to sign a player who the new coach would want, like Haidara. We don't know if Ten Hag would want Haidara.
No,
So
but the
they
thing,
want to sign a player that Ten
yeah,
Hag
I
wants.
agree. But the thing is, you guys already knew Ten Hag was going to be your coach since March. There's no way Ragnick and Ten Hag have not spoken a couple of times since. In fact, I heard Ragnick was who recommended, Ten Hag to the board, right? He actually definitely played a role there. How is it possible that there was no transition plan? Like, bro, when we leave a position in our jobs, we always have a transition plan for who's taking over from us, right?
They just put all their eggs in the De Jong basket. That's it. Okay, they really wanted De Jong to sell.
But everybody knew you cannot always just go for one player in the market. This market is a market scarce of top talent, right? You can't just say, okay,
It
this
was
is
a
the guy
done
that.
deal with the club.
But we all
It
know
was a
what.
done deal with Barcelona. United and
Yeah.
Barca had a done deal.
Yeah, but
De Jong said, bro, De Jong was like, bro, I'm not going. Just like that was he said, I'm just not going. Like,
yeah.
He didn't want to leave.
Are you guys hearing any vibrations? No.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear.
Oh, I thought it was just me.
So, Blue Eyes, looking at the fixture now.
Yeah.
To quick round up. Where this United from surviving? Daniel said 10. Eddie said 5. Chimere said 11.
That's without signing. So make sure you put the caveat on my thing, man.
Oh,
without signing.
Yeah. I mean,
so
just
they buy everybody now. They're gonna beat all these teams, right?
Nah,
I don't even think so. Anyway, go ahead,
yeah.
Blue Eyes.
I think I'm not going to be far off from what you guys suggested because it might same thing. I guess Liverpool, we know how that one. But again, some of these. That's the thing about big teams is that when push comes to shove, when it comes to playing a big game, they'll turn up. So I can see them maybe stealing a tie against Liverpool because Liverpool is not sound at the moment, and Man U is a sort of a wounded unit coming off a battering from Brentford. So we might see a scrappy draw there. Southampton draw, Leicester draw, those kind of things. Arsenal draw. Crystal Palace. This one is a tough one, man. Crystal Palace win this game. They win this game.
Whoa, child.
Leeds. Man U will win this game. Man City will trash Man. No. Sorry. 1-1. Man City, Man U, man. This game is a tough game.
Nah, but they'll trash us, bro. They'll trash us.
No. Form is out of the window.
So you're telling me Liverpool draw, Southampton draw, Leicester draw. That's 3.
3 points, yeah.
3. Arsenal draw or
yeah.
lose.
Arsenal
That's
draw.
4.
Yeah.
Yo, did he just pick draws the whole way?
Crystal Palace will win.
Leicester,
Leeds, they will win. Man City draw 1-1.
No, but
they'll go through a fake unbeaten streak. Basically.
I think we got it.
It's like they call it a rehab stretch, right? Like just to get things back on track, man. Like because right now you can't really put a pulse in regards to how Man U play. So if I were Eric Ten Hag now, I'll play down Houdini style, like new coach, still trying to figure things out, but have my Houdini approach and just play ball. Find out, who I need. He needs to get De Jong, but we need De Jong more than he does.
He's not going. De Jong ain't going anywhere.
De Jong ain't going nowhere.
Are you serious?
No, he's not going anywhere.
If he's not going anywhere, that means they're not getting Bernardo.
Yeah, De Jong.
Put with your feet, exactly. Play Jaga Jaga. That's right. Scatter the waters. You understand?
But the problem, Blue Eyes, is that they can't even play poto football. They can't play Jaga Jaga football. They cannot. They have the worst. They have the worst sprints in the league. Out of 20 teams, Manchester United sprints the worst.
Yeah, the only person that plays Jaga Jaga football is not doing well right now is Jack Grealish. I see.
Man City.
Jaga Jaga football can only take, unless you can apply your Jaga Jaga football to your coach's formation, then you can play ball. So again, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. If you look at it that way, it's crazy, man.
Tosin, looking at the fixture now, gave a point to where United finished. Before they play Man City. Before they play Man City.
Liverpool's at L. Southampton at the crib. Draw.
You see?
Southampton draw?
Yeah,
Just
they'll
listen.
get a draw.
You're gonna see this
Leicester.
That's 5 points.
That's a draw.
L. That's an L.
Chai.
Nah.
They will lose in Leicester
Without Fofana.
Arsenal
Fofana will be gone then.
Blue eyes. Don't forget they are going up against Vardy and what's the other good? Then Daka.
and they're going to have 80 million pounds to buy new player, right?
Bruv.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you have a point. You have a point.
And then Arsenal at home, right?
Arsenal
that'll be a draw. That'll be a
Arsenal's not beating
draw.
Manchester United in a long time at Old Trafford, right?
That'll be a draw.
They beat us there before. Like they beat us there 2 years ago.
2 years?
Yeah, with Oli.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a
With
draw.
Arteta? Okay.
Then Palace away. I think they'll win. I think they'll win at Selhurst. It'll be like, yeah, they'll beat Palace. They'll beat Leeds, and then they'll lose to City.
I'll say this, but let me ask.
Oh, so I'm not far off now.
Oh,
How many
Tosin gave them 13 points. Oh.
You see? How many points did I give them? Abdullah?
11.
I think you
11,
gave them-
exactly.
No, but let me ask a question. If this is the question for the panel. If we get just how big of a difference will Casemiro make if this team if we somehow pull it off?
Man, it's a huge difference.
Can I answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yo, huge. First of all, huge acquisition. Not only that, shrewd acquisition. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shrewd acquisition. Then thirdly,
It's expensive as hell.
Well, I know, but still, it's a statement it's a political statement in the football terms. In football terms, you're going for a world-class central midfielder. And it also says to me that you guys still have high regards for what's his name? Maguire. Because when Casemiro comes in now, right? Because he has that defensive ilk to his repertoire.
They won't get exposed.
Sorry?
They won't get exposed.
Thank you.
And then it frees up Fred.
Yes, and remember that what's his name? This guy is. People forget that the Fridge is actually a ball-playing defender, but he lost all those traits because now he has to be attentive. Chimera, correct me if I'm wrong. Now he has to take different roles, but he's actually in terms of ball playing, he's not bad. So if you bring in someone like Casemiro will now take the pressure off him, and he can play ball as well too. So I think win-win for Manchester United, man. If they can pull it off, my goodness, you get a Champions League seasoned international.
Yeah. And I'm also very Chelsea about to match the speed of United for Casemiro too.
No,
Chelsea are not. Chelsea are not.
No, Chelsea.
Let me tell you what's happening. There isn't Chelsea to drive up the price for United.
Yeah, exactly.
Chelsea are not going
Yeah.
Nah, Chelsea isn't a good. Chelsea isn't a good signing.
It's just they're just using exactly what he said.
No, Chimera. Casemiro fits our project. Don't get it twisted.
No.
Nah. Even with what Tuchel said, Casemiro doesn't fit the project. There isn't Chelsea to drive up the price. I'm telling you.
Chelsea because they know Chelsea has money, right? And they know Chelsea is going to multiple bidding wars already with many.
It's just what agents do. It's what
Casemiro or Kovacic.
Bro, let's stay on United. Let's stay on United.
Like, don't go back.
Nah, but to be honest,
can I go on this United stuff? Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm saying if I'm being honest, I think Casemiro is the right signing at the wrong time.
Why?
Because he's 30. Do you want to pay 80 million for a 30-year-old? And I think
United, they're desperate right now.
We're desperate, but let's say he's 30. Let's say you don't know when he's going to decline. Let's say he declines within the next year or two.
He's
They're
going to
be
decline
struggling
in
to
2
pay off.
years.
You're going to be struggling to pay off another contract are getting another contract that's huge.
Yeah, because this he wants 5 years, right?
But you guys, it is what it is. Like,
But
you prefer to pay what's it called, 430,000 euros to Casemiro now, than paying 300,000 to Adrian Rabiot. I mean, it's fair. I mean, I kind of respect it.
No, but the thing with that is, bro, we didn't
have
to go down.
Yeah, that's what Rabiot was asking for. Yeah.
No, that's BS. That's BS. I don't believe
It's true. It's true.
Eddie, is that what he wants?
It's true.
Yes. He's mad. 300 words.
No. Hold on. No. Hold on.
What he's won.
No, hold on.
What has that boy won?
Hey, Emmy. Let's face it. Agents talk. Yeah?
Exactly.
If I walk in and I see Wan-Bissaka on nearly 200k,
exactly. Preach.
I'm watching Maguire on 250 plus.
Preach, exactly. It's the deal that was done. Thank you.
If I walk into United right now, I'm asking them for 200k. I don't care.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pay up.
Absolutely.
Pay up, because that's what I'm saying. They haven't learned. You've got to clear the books. Ronaldo is getting 600k a week.
He needs to bounce, man. He needs to bounce.
Rashford 300. Sancho.
Rashford is not 300. No.
Go check
It's
again,
high
right?
though. It's high.
Right.
That money's going to the children, so it's fine.
Rashford is working hard. Rashford is working.
Are we going to talk about Sancho? And I swear Fernandes signed a new deal last year.
How much is Sancho?
Oh, Sancho's on some good money.
Sancho's
too.
on 300. That's what they gave him from Dublin.
Chimere, I'm sorry to say this. Sack your director of football. Sack him.
They don't even have a director of football.
Why?
Just hired him.
Why?
Whoever he is.
He's a new guy. It's so that was Woodward. It was Woodward that did most of those deals.
Why did you sack him?
What's the guy doing?
But why do you sack him, Doemi? I'm confused. Can you tell us
why would I sack him? Because guess what? Now you've blown up our salary structure. Now anybody you're trying to buy is asking for that kind of money.
What are you talking about?
I forgot.
But this is what when you play for a big club. When you play for a big club, you're gonna make big money.
Touch his chest and say, "Hey, I want 320."
Okay, but wait.
One second, guys. Abdullahi, I'm gonna post the link. Can you share this thing up?
Okay.
You see what I'm talking about. You guys are gonna have a laugh in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry for Manchester United, man. But I don't know.
I'm pretty sure this is just base salary. This is base.
This is base. I saw what you shared to me.
Open it up. Open it up.
Man, are you getting me? I'll sack the director of sports or the director of football. Someone needs to go.
All right.
Oh my days! Look at this.
Anthony Martial is top 5.
Hey man, let's respect these dudes, man. Let's stop counting their pockets.
Y'all hating, bro. Y'all hating.
Yeah, man. Like,
no, to be honest though,
I forgot Varane was there.
Not to be honest, at the time the head got his contract.
Varane came on free, right? Yeah.
No, he didn't come on free.
They paid 40 mil. They paid 30 or 40 mil.
Varane was like 40 mil.
Oh geez, Jadon Sancho is on 350, bro.
Nah, Sancho no more.
Jadon Huncho.
Nah, Sancho no more. Nah, Sancho.
Yo.
All right.
Have you guys noticed that nobody's talking about Sancho?
Nah, shout out to Sancho. Shout out to
Sancho, man. You got a good agent,
brother, man. Congratulations.
Exactly what Abdul was. You hear what Abdul was saying
somebody
about?
Do this math for me, I beg. 350 times 52.
He's here now. This
is
18
million.
Oh, there you go. Oh, 18.
Yo,
okay.
And this is base. This is base.
It's right there.
This is not appearance fee. This is no goal bonus.
I know.
And this is without bonus. This is their basic salary.
No, I beg.
No bonus.
Listen, don't hate the player. Hate the game.
No, that's why Manchester United is.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Some of these guys are very sound agents.
Look at Christian Eriksen. I'm not saying anything, but look how much he's making.
Well deserved.
Damn, 37.
Of course, no.
Shit.
Like I think guys, for me, the problem with United, like what Eddie said.
Harry Maguire isn't even that overpaid.
Guys,
like what Eddie said,
he was
making 300K or something.
Harry Maguire is
Maguire
not
is at
overpaid.
190, 189. He's
Harry
not.
Maguire is supposed to be 120, bro. 120,000 max. He's not that good.
No, he's a big profile.
I think, guys, what's
Big profile. Okay, now
He's a
big
big
profile.
profile. He might not be a
Now
good
big
defender, but he's a big
United are not
profile.
learning. Guys, United are not learning.
Nah, profile they use price
That
now.
is
You
their
go
debt
put
limit.
to put price on
Like
the
they got the
value
guy
on the
for
price.
80 million, and he's coming in as a big shot. Like, of course he's gonna make that. He's gonna command that.
Nah, Bruno Fernandes 240.
That I think that's after the extension. The recent extension he just
Okay,
got.
Martial is good, man. So you guys can do you. Martial is good.
No wonder. Wait, no,
Man,
Martial Martial has not moved from Manchester United. I'll be like,
why would he? Why would he?
Why would you? Why would you go 250K?
Do you wanna combine the fact that not all these guys at the moment start for United? Some of their starters are on the bottom, and they're gonna be out looking for extensions soon or upgrades to their contract.
Oh my God, Eddie, you just blew.
Yo, even Rashford wants another contract. He wants 300.
Bro, sell him, sell Rashford, bro. Bro,
You know
even
what?
when Rashford was,
You know what
Rashford was
United
on.
needs? United needs George Campos. George Campos needs to come into the squad.
Luis Campos.
Luis Campos.
Campos
Yes,
is a
the
genius.
PSG guy. If he comes into this club, he's going to draw a line, right?
But the problem is, will the Glazers listen to him?
Wait.
Let me tell you, it doesn't
He'll
matter
draw
who
a
you
line,
bring in.
and
Yeah?
he's gonna
Campos
say-
as coach or as GM.
Hold on.
He'll come as a director of football, right? He's going to draw a line. He's going to say, "Hey guys, this line here, if you cross the line, I need you to die for this club." Yes, that's what he did at PSG, dude. Oh, ask Tosin. He said,
what we
"Hey,
did with our undesirables, all the players that like the Gay and the Herrera, all these bums,
exactly.
Philo Care. What we did is we just put them in what we call a loft. So you're not training with the first team, and then the players in the loft, they're going to play in the National 3. That's the 5th division of French football. So yeah, you can collect your salary, but you can play against these 5th division footballers, players that are amateurs. You can and take your salary every week.
And Emmy, the thing with United is like PSG is different because their top earners are actually performers. Like you can bank on them to perform. Bro, look at the top 3 or top 5 for United.
Yeah, De Gea, man.
The it should be sold. It should be sold.
Nah, it's a bad contract now, but at the time we got it, it wasn't a bad contract.
It's not only a bad contract.
Remember I said it to you, Eddie. Remember I said to you last time we talked.
The gas.
Did Henderson going to Nottingham Forest? Why did he go there? Why?
Bro, Henderson ain't that good.
No. Eric Ten Hag love a goalkeeper who love to play from the back. He is good on his feet. David Dyer is not good on his feet.
No, he's not.
Abdullahi,
Henderson ain't that good.
Understand something. Henderson, even if he was that good, the Henderson was never benching De Gea at United.
No, he was going to. He was going to. Remember Oli? Oli was going to bench him before he got. Then Henderson got COVID. Then De Gea was in good form to start the season, so he stuck with him. But Henderson was going to take over from De Gea going into last season.
Well, y'all got yourself a predicament because look, let's face it, Varane's not going nowhere. Sancho is there to stay for the next 3 years. De Gea, I don't know how long's left in the contract. He's not moving. He ain't moving because no one's paying these wages.
Yeah, but Eddie, Sancho is one level away from unlocking world class, depending on the coach. He's one level away. So if that happens in the span of his, I don't know how long, how much time is left on his contract.
Wait, what do you mean by one level away? I don't get it.
No, like he needs to be coached into that level. I don't know if you understand. He's not there yet.
What has he shown in the last year and a half to put him one level away?
No, he's had some world-class cameos.
Hold on. Hold on. Hey, Abdullahi, Blue Eyes is spitting here.
Yeah.
What? He's had some what?
He's had some world-class cameos.
At Manchester United.
Absolutely.
Which games? Name the games, please. No. Name the games. I
I'm
want to
talking
hear
about
this.
some of the goals and the assists that he's
Blue Eyes,
been able to
stop.
produce.
Blue Eyes. Bro,
Blue Eyes,
are you
Blue Eyes
joking?
trolling.
Listen,
Blue
no,
Eyes
let,
is trolling.
no. Let me just say something here about Sancho. Okay. United tunic. Why are you laughing, man? You guys have made me forget my what I was going to say. So go ahead. I pass the mic, I beg.
So
I want to say
Sancho
something.
has not scored up to 20 goals in
Chimere,
Manchester United
You
shirt.
see,
How many goals has he scored?
This is my rebuttal, Chimere. Let me give you American endorsement. Give me Sancho. Let's make a deal.
No. We're good.
No. They are the same.
But
They are the same.
Eddie, remember when you wanted Sancho in Chelsea?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I ain't gonna lie, but
Yeah,
look,
I know you did.
No, Sancho
I've seen the light. I've seen the light. Bundesliga tax. I'm sorry.
Are you
I've
serious?
seen the light.
Yeah,
Bundesliga
Eddie
tax.
was fighting for Sancho though.
No.
complicated
Sancho
Chelsea
is just It's about for Sancho. It's about coaching, man. I don't know if you guys are hearing that vibration. Some kind of scratch.
Yeah.
You're hearing
I don't know
that?
whose mic it is, man.
Is this someone's mic?
I think it might be someone's mic. Yeah.
I think it's someone's mic.
Oh man, can we all mute for 1 second? Sorry.
Yeah,
if you
let me
don't
mute.
mind.
Let's all mute.
Let's all mute. I beg.
It's gone.
Is it?
Let me
It's gone,
unmute.
no.
Is
It's
it
gone,
me?
no.
Yeah, it's
Is it
gone.
me?
It's gone.
It's gone, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
Except Blue
gone.
Eyes has been drinking good tonight.
Yeah.
I swear, bro.
United, leave me alone, man.
talking
United,
about
stop looking
Sancho.
for my
Come
trouble,
on, man.
Listen, no, Sancho, all I'm saying about Sancho is
never as
one
good as
level.
Hudson-Odoi. Go
Again,
ahead.
Sancho is one level away, in my humble opinion, Sancho is one level away from unlocking world-class status. But
No,
however,
stop.
it depends on how a coach can unlock that part of him. And you know, I don't know Eric Ten Hag. Has Eric Ten Hag ever worked with this guy?
No, let me ask this question, right? Let me ask this question real quick. 2 years ago, right? Nobody knew Vinicius, right? Not that nobody knew him, but Vinicius was not reigning like Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho was the talk on everybody's lips. Everybody was talking about this guy. Today, Vinicius, to me, is top tier. Jadon Sancho has declined to Class C. Break. What happened? Is it coaching?
I think coaching and the environment.
Yeah, there's a little bit of there's a little bit of coaching. I mean, you can't put everything on the coach.
And there's
I think
also Bundesliga as well. Let's be honest.
If you look at Vinicius under Zidane, because Zidane has a problem in coaching young players. He likes to coach world class. So under Zidane, there was a bad Vinicius and there was a good Vinicius. But under Ancelotti, Vinicius has improved himself. He's called a good Vinicius and it's level up to the Vinicius everybody want to see because of that potential has level up.
No.
Sancho is suffering from a situation of United as a whole, the whole entire team is full of egoistic team where they aren't playing as a team, but they believe I am a superstar. You can't outshine me. That is the problem Sancho is suffering from. He needs to get the heck out of that team, go to a better environment where he can play as a team together and enjoy his game, and where a coach can actually sit down and actually coach him. Because in Dortmund, better decision making, he was making it. He knows when to pass, he knows when to shoot, he knows when to score. But in United, he doesn't have that ability anymore because that environment he is toxic for him.
It's just
There's
bad.
no way to apply.
No, but Abdullahi, you gotta be real, bro.
Abdullahi, let me tell you something. If you tell me now to choose between Sancho and Havertz, now I'm taking Sancho, man.
Yeah, but
I'm taking
they're both
Sancho.
bad.
No, Sancho, man.
But Sancho wasn't bad. The thing is, like, for example, like in terms
Sancho,
of
man.
in terms of carrying the ball into the box per 90,
Sancho's
like he
IQ,
leads
man.
United in that, and he's been doing that through 2 games in the season. But the players around him, if you look at the players around, there's no one there to finish his dinner. There's just no one there. Like,
man.
No.
Sancho,
now he just looks like a fish out of water, man.
No, I was saying, like, we gotta keep it real, bro. Like, bro, I think Like I don't like putting stuff on one player, but bro, let's be real, dude. Like Cristiano killed the vibe, bro. Like he killed the vibe, man, bro. Like bro, because like how did it go from now? Maguire all of a sudden can't defend. These players are now garbage. But those players, 2 years ago I was in Fred, great box to box midfielder. Maguire, rock solid. Bruno, world class. Shaw, best left back in England. How did it go from that within 2 years now? No, none of these guys know how to play. Only one, like, what changed? You know what I mean? Like, because I don't think if you look at us going into the year we signed Ronaldo this summer, we never, but like finishing, we actually outperformed our XG. Like we were second in XG in the league, but we were actually fifth in terms of like expected XG. So we outperformed our XG by a good wow.
What is expected XG? That's a stat?
Yeah, expected goals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like we were second in XG, second in goals next to City, but we outperformed our XG because we were fifth in expected goals. So finishing wasn't our problem. Like, but we had an issue creating the chances to score goals. So that's the thing. Like, I think adding Cristiano put it like because a lot of players, Cavani, we bet Cavani to stay. Once Cristiano came, now Cavani's like he don't want to. He's not happy now, and he kept getting injured. Now Martial is phased out of the team. Rashford's role's changed. Sancho probably would have been a bigger part of the team if Cristiano didn't come. He would have had a bigger role, more. He would have
because
more.
Ole let all that outside noise get to him, and a player that I really like that you guys are clowning is Anthony Martial. Martial.
That's my
in
guy
2020,
too. That's my guy.
Anthony Martial in 2020. That bubble stretch. That man looked like the second coming of Ronaldo de Lima, man. The way he was playing, I didn't know what I like. It was crazy. The form he was on in 2020, it was unbelievable. It was just unbelievable to watch. Like he was just complete. He was complete in every phase as a center forward. And then the following season, he follows that up with a stinker. And then you have all these media pundits saying United don't have a striker. United don't have a striker. So like, I just feel like United should have just stuck to that core that they had. Your Martial, your Rashfords, your Greenwoods before that incident occurred. Sancho, like that's an incredible attack. They just didn't know. And Ole was probably the guy, to at least nurture them before you probably get that next coach that'll take it to that other level. But I don't know, man. Like United messed that up, and then they brought in Ronaldo, Cristiano, for no reason. Like it's just, and Cristiano, like you can admit it, like he just killed the vibes. And then who's your captain? De Gea, Maguire. None of them instill confidence. None of them are leaders.
So now we're gonna blame Ronaldo, yeah?
No, I'm not blaming.
It's not about blaming Ronaldo. It's like his timeline. But no, look, he's 37. His 37. His timeline doesn't fit. His timeline doesn't fit.
They said Pogba was a problem before. Pogba has gone now. It's Ronaldo. Okay,
it's true.
I'm just saying.
Everybody holds the Pogba though.
Nah, Pogba.
I'm just saying.
It's different. It's different.
It's not
Pogba was never a problem. Pogba wasn't a problem for United, like in the locker.
Then why didn't he get minutes? Why didn't he get minutes?
Why didn't he get an extension?
What? Yeah, or an extension. Well, like, why was he treated like a rag doll? Don't get me started.
He was always injured.
No, apart from the injury, you're right, Chimere. You're spot on. His injury, he was never available, so that works against him overall. But
even
the
when
way he was treated,
even when he played,
he didn't want to. It was obvious he didn't want to be there. He didn't want to be there anymore.
Oh, here we go.
Eddie,
I
what
said
do you mean?
No, but that's
he was blamed for United's
He didn't want to
performance.
be there. That's the truth. It's not a lie.
He was blamed for what?
I said even when he played, he was blamed for United's performance.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. He was treated like a rag doll. That's what I'm saying.
But this is the thing. I think people kind of go overboard, bro. He wasn't that bad. Like, bro, you look at the times Pogba played, like under Ole, when he actually had a good run of games, where he played well. Like he wasn't bad. Like he didn't start playing awful until Radnick became the coach.
No, but Chimere, you're missing the point. What I'm trying to say is simple. Eh? When you guys went and got Paul Pogba back home, because there was that whole, there was that whole ringtone that Paul Pogba is coming back home. Remember when he came back, right?
Yeah.
What you pitched to him is that this is his empire. Welcome home. Come and run this. Come and run this train, right? That was the pitch. He was supposed to be the main man. He was the biggest acquisition at the time. When he came back, you guys didn't even give him 2 years to marinate. You already threw him under the bus, under the train, under the plane, under the water, under boat, everything. And then you picked up what's his name? I think we had this discussion before, Chimer. We picked up. You guys picked up Bruno Fernandes. So this guy, like Paul Pogba, I don't think you guys treated him well, man. In all honesty.
But the reason we got Bruno is because that season Pogba was injured. We need another creative player because we didn't have any creativity in the team. So we had to sign somebody because Pogba was injured. So Pogba was the only creative midfielder we had. So we had to sign Bruno, and then when you sign Bruno, now it's a conundrum to figure out how to play both of them because you couldn't drop Bruno.
No,
because Bruno was in such great form.
Absolutely.
So that's
he was scoring goals. He was scoring goals.
Yeah, and and the team was winning. You know, the team was on a good run. So it's like it's hard, but you have to play Pogba also because when you have a guy that good on your midfield, you have to play him. So it was a conundrum, and I think that's the thing. We could just never find a balance. Because
I don't think Paul Pogba had the feeling of he's the man. Like I call Paul Pogba Mr. Showtime. It's like, he's like he's a Mr. Showtime kind of guy. I never got that feeling at Man U. Like he was just like, I'm not saying you throw a red carpet for him, but you could just feel if a guy is feeling that way. You understand? He was always uneasy. The kind of body language I saw on the field.
Bob Lois. Yeah. If you look at my problem with Labelle is the consistency in him did not show.
The injuries.
Yes, I know injuries, but also it sucks because someone like Graham Souness or whatever his name is, Jamie Redknapp, Jamie Garrett, all of them.
Somebody needs to mute again. No, I don't know who this is.
If Pogba
Chimere, I think it's your mic.
I would say, the problem with
Chimere. Yeah, it's Chimere.
It's Chimere.
Pogba is doing an hairstyle. Pogba is putting that in his head. He's using earring. He's doing Rabona on the pitch. He's dancing. Why is he dancing? He's not playing for the team a lot. See, the whole blame on Labille. Why Labille is not even the problem of that club. That's what my problem is. English agenda is too much.
But when you play for United, you're just gonna get a bunch of abuse. Rashford is getting abuse now.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Sancho is getting abuse. Harry Maguire got abuse. All these dudes get abuse, man. So, I mean,
no, but Pogba wasn't the abuse. It was the fact that he could never come back into the rotation. He became a supplementary player as opposed to the main piece in the midfield. It was all about Bruno Fernandes. So Pogba was stuck in this quagmire, if you want to put it that way,
Yeah.
He was just one of the guys. He wasn't Justin Timberlake anymore. He was just part of NSYNC. Understand?
No, but that was on him though, because his form dipped and Bruno was playing well. So that's
Brave
on him.
analogy.
True. I hear you.
Yeah, he was injured, right? And during his injury, United needed some kind of creative spark, so they brought in Bruno. And Bruno hit the ground running. So from that point on,
Yeah, and not only that, like when the team was winning and Bruno was playing well, so it's like when you add that, it's like when the team is successful and Bruno's playing well, he's gonna get a lot of praise because they look at you like you're the guy who came in and sparked the team when what Pogba wasn't doing. So, like Pogba wasn't a problem because you look at I actually think you look at United, his first 2 years, I think he was amazing. Honestly, I think he was amazing. Like he played really well defensively, offensively. His first 2 years, he was amazing. I think his third season is when he started to coattail it because he started getting injured. The team as a whole was, Mourinho was getting sacked. He was having issues with Mourinho. I think that's when he started going downhill. But I think his first 2 years, he was amazing. He was one of the best players in the league, no doubt.
Fair enough. So guys, a quick roundup. Looking forward to the weekend matches. What are you looking forward to? Are you looking forward to the United Liverpool match? Or which match are you guys looking forward to? Luis, what match are you looking forward to in the weekend?
I want to see that Monday Man U Liverpool game. That one looks interesting. I want to see how that turns out because that will definitely determine how.
Like I said, if I see automatic, see Tosin, if I see a beating, we are doing an emergency stream on Monday. If I see a beating, we are doing an emergency.
He's gone. I wanted to ask him about Mbappe, man.
Oh, yes, I had the news on Mbappe. I had the news too, but we're probably gonna talk about this maybe
next time
this week possibly. But I want to see more clearer news about it. I saw some news. I was like, I wasn't clear much, but because Tosin TM me about the news, but we'll talk about it much this weekend because I need to see more clarification about the news first, more clarity. So Monday, I'm looking forward to the Monday matches also too. But I want to see because the Aubameyang team, according to the report, they say it might be done Thursday or Friday. So I don't know if he's gonna join up with the squad on Sunday or not. We have to wait and see. Because the money has been submitted, like 27 million has been submitted already, which is gonna be accepted by Barcelona. So we have to wait and see if it's gonna register early for the game on Sunday or not.
What are you talking about?
The weekend matches. What much are you looking to? Welcome back.
Okay, thank you, bro.
We'll probably see though. Guys, like the video, subscribe, smash the like button.
Nice one, guys. This was a classic, man.
Peace, bro. Peace.
See you guys in the weekend, guys. See you guys weekend. Peace, guys. Peace.